Good morning, everybody. Remember how I said I wasn't going to be late today? Incorrect. At least I ate egg, though.
I've been collecting feedback for my new novel. Ruinas gloriosas y directrices.
Wait a minute. 37 and Anon Lee watch Good Will Hunting together. Before the protagonist even appears, 37 has already solved the professor's math problem, leaving Anon Lee with an awkward smile. Good Will Hunting fucking mentioned? If you haven't seen that movie, go watch it. Really good. Really good. Really good. Egg important, being on time, not so much. I'll be punctual one day. One of these days. Hello, Bucka. Hello, Rover. Hello, Shadowmancer. Hello, John Doe. Hello, Caffeine Expert. I hope you guys are all doing good today. She's loading. Give her a second.
Fear not.
What have we got here? Is it? Okay.
What are you looking for? I might be able to help.
Oh, yeah, for anybody who doesn't know, this guy is same voice actor as Lygus in HSR. That's why I was so pleasantly surprised to hear. I'm like, oh, is that Pioneer? I think that's Pioneer. And it is. You're making ramen, hell yeah. Are you doing anything fancy to it? Okay. Hi, Immortal You. I did a round of the puppet arena yesterday. They definitely improved it a lot, which I appreciate. They did a lot of little quality of life stuff, and most importantly, I got his circus outfit. I love him. He's perfect. All right, so we had to end stream early yesterday because I had people coming over to clean the vents and stuff of the condo. So we actually didn't get super far. So I'm gonna have to try to not yap too much because we have 13 chapters to get through today. A little bit more than average because I usually stop halfway through. So, but it is a shorter story than usual. But we'll see. All right, let's go. The wilds in the garden. Don't feel guilty. Every flower once struggled, just as you do now. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited.
You arrived earlier than expected. Pointer and Hisabeth will be happy to know you got here safely. Oh, FYI, Pointer was the researcher who introduced me to Laplace. You might have met her before. In Rayashki. She's occupied with a few important visitors right now. We'll talk to her later.
Throw in some garlic and other seasonings to make it a bit more savory. Heck yeah.
As for Hisabeth, you can meet her in person and save me the trouble of an introduction.
She pushes open the door. Meanwhile, on the other side of the building, Pointer enters through another door.
Our appointment was set for an hour from now. You're a bit early, sir.
Hey, Dahlia. Just having the slightest glance at some things in this game made me think about what little I know about lobotomy core. I could see it. Pointer steps aside, motioning for the people hurrying behind her to go in first. She studies the quiet girl, not finding anything particularly unusual.
There wasn't much work to do today. And Alia always has everything prepared ahead of anything important. It's nothing to worry about.
Please take a seat. Windsong and Elizabeth will join us later. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me.
Thank you, ma'am. Please call me Kiparina. I have something to ask you.
Kiparina is the first to speak, surprising Pointer. She adjusts her expression, adding a hint of warmth to her smile.
That's fine with me, Miss Kiparina. My name is Pointer. So, what would you like to know?
If I take the offer and complete all the required training, what will I get in return? Do you pay in rubli or something equivalent? And I'd also like to know if my family will receive my pay in case anything happens to me.
Pointer looks up and examines the girl once more. She can read the worry in Mr. Kozlov's face, but she still can't quite place the look on hers. Somewhere between courage and fear, too fine a line for Pointer to draw. Plants and machines crowd the limited space, struggling for a balance somewhere between jungle and office floor. It's warmer here than in the hallway outside. Name Day glances sideways. Sideways, you're mentioned! But Windsong has no intention of speaking.
Hello? Is anyone there? The materials you sent from the Far East branch have arrived safely. Everything you asked for on your list is there, but you should check it over as soon as possible.
He scrounges around for a clear spot on the desk and pulls a metal vessel from his pocket, revealing a little sleeping salamander roused from its slumber by a tap on the head that sends a puff of ash into the air.
Hey, wake up. You're at work.
Elizabeth emerges from behind the machinery and offers a brisk wave to Windsong.
Windsong, back from the mine already? Are you going to throw a welcome party for our new colleagues?
The mine can wait, but I can't. Those materials are top priority.
Now Elizabeth turns her attention to the young man in front of her.
Thanks. You might have heard of me. My name's Elizabeth. You've read our proposal, haven't you? It'd save me a lot of trouble if you had. I'll catch you up with Pointer as soon as she's available.
Name Day finds himself staring at the curious little snakes poking out, swearing he saw one flick its tongue. There's no time to hesitate. He decides to follow proper etiquette, handshake and then introduction.
Name Day, Foundation Investigator for the Far East branch. Mind if I ask you a question?
Go on, but this is an office, not an interrogation room.
She looks around with an airy glance and, spotting the extra object on the desk, gives a little salamander a second gentle rap on the head.
Why did you ask me to smuggle in this runium?
What?
Don't get me wrong, I didn't report it. It's odd. You didn't ask for much, just a few pieces. It is a rare resource, I grant you, but I think you could have gotten this amount with no trouble by submitting an application. All you'd need to do is wait for a few weeks. Was it really worth the risk?
Yeah, because we don't have a few weeks to spare.
Saving every bit of time we can is vital. It is as precious as this bag of sunflower seeds from a distant land. You don't find them often in these parts. Here.
She lifts her hand and tosses Elizabeth a small cloth bag.
I've already taken my share. Why not plant some of these in the office? It won't take too much effort. If you're lucky, you'll get to see them turn their heads towards the light bulbs.
Elizabeth pulls out exactly what she was hoping for. Rare arcanum energy, tossed carelessly into the air but caught with practiced ease.
Actually, Mr. Nameday, you're the perfect man for this job. You knew what you were smuggling, you had the perfect excuse to come here, and you were kind enough to help. It was quite the effort to track you down, you know? So, how did the trip go? Any trouble?
You bet there was. Though, I'm still not sure what those bandits were after. The runium, or a noisy arcane item.
There's a shortage of supplies everywhere nowadays. People take what they can, whether they need it or not. Even if they manage to take the cargo, it would probably just end up in another branch of the Foundation or La Place. Anyway, you saved us a lot of time and resources.
Just bear in mind, this runium is not something that you can replace, even with Sharpadontis.
Thanks, we'll use it sparingly. Please send my gratitude to Miss Villa. And one more thing.
One more thing.
What would you say if I asked you to stay? Don't worry, I won't play the Windsong card. It's only a personal request. We could save a lot of time with our procedural work if we had a Foundation investigator on the team. And it could be a great opportunity to earn a reputation. Imagine the prestige if the project ends up a success.
He swallows his words, not intending to explain his reason for being here. Hisabeth's version works just fine, easy to understand and not too personal.
Are you making any progress?
As much as we can, but we don't have a single Sharpadonti to our name, and this runium is the sum total of all the supplies we've received recently. They told us we could use all the resources left in Placids, but that amounts to jack all. Thankfully, we still have half a rocket, fuel, and a launch button. Still, to make up for the supply shortage, we need additional manpower.
We need to go to space!
Oh, but there's some good news. We don't have to worry about finding our astronaut. We already have a perfect candidate.
We are in dire need of an astronaut. There isn't enough time for anyone to finish the full training course. No one would be able to acclimate to a zero-gravity environment in such a short time, not to mention the high pressure and heat. But you may be the exception, Miss Kipperina. Your arcane skill may allow us to work a miracle.
Oh?
So, if you take the offer, we'll provide you with a salary and try to get you a permanent position here at Laplace. Hisabeth is already working on it. She has a contact in the Foundation who can help with the procedures.
All right then. I have no more questions.
Pointer notes that, despite their thorough explanation, the girl seems no less worried.
But, just to be clear, I don't think my arcane skill is as useful as you believe. It only makes a little fireworks show.
Oh, that's why Windsong was like, okay, this is how your arcane skill works. Because it's more useful than she thinks it is, due to its nature. Interesting.
She's being modest. You know how children are when they receive a compliment, but I tell you, she is more than willing to take your offer. Please give her an opportunity. You'll see how reliable she is.
God, something's gonna fucking happen to Mr. and Mrs. Kozlov, isn't it? Isn't it?
By
Fucking
the
hell.
way, another little arcanist girl joined our circus recently.
He's too nice.
Do you think she
can't
could stay
live.
with you too?
That's not really how this works. Not everyone's arcane skill works in the same manner.
But she would keep Alia company. Please, madam. Alia is still just a child who plays with dolls.
Oh, don't embarrass me, Dad!
Mr. Kozlov, stop! I haven't played with dolls in ages. I'm already grown up.
She's 15. Seeing emotion break through the girl's steady silence at last, Pointer feels she's reached the root of the issue.
We'll take a look at what she can do. Would you be able to bring her here now?
Of course. I'll be right back.
He bolts up and out of the office. In his wake, Kipperina hesitates, shifting in her seat, until at last sitting up straighter. Pointer's smile fades. There's no need for social niceties in what comes next.
All right. We're finally alone. Now how about you tell me what you're actually thinking?
Flashbang!
Our biggest issue remains unsolved, but I'm most certain we can resolve it. The entire project is a mixed bag right now, but I'd say more good than bad. If our little sleepyhead in that pod there can provide what we need, our situation should improve dramatically.
She tips the little vessel, giving the salamander a brief experience of zero gravity.
I was dreaming of cutting a tree on the moon. You'd better have a good reason to wake me up. I'm not your lackey. We made the deal, that's all. And I'm freaking tired after that trip.
But he was sitting in a pool the whole time!
I need something from you, now. This little pod of yours, it's electrically insulated, heat-resistant, and highly durable against arcane energy. In short, the perfect aerospace material. All I need is to send off a bit of material from it. Don't worry, just think of it as dental work.
Wait, you haven't paid for that yet. A deal is a deal.
Look at him, he's so angry! She needs a moment to think, but eventually lands on a solution. She hooks a tiny badge the size of a fingernail onto the salamander's tail.
Here's your ID card. Just to be clear, this is only for an internship. You'll need to actually work to earn yourself a permanent one.
He gets a little ID card?
And don't do anything stupid. I vouched for you, and now both our necks are on the line.
Ooh, it does look good on me.
Oh, he's got a
I knew I belong with the bus. The engineers at the Foundation's 8th branch are way too competitive for my liking.
He's got a little ID card! Hi, Blaxius. Hi, Kronos. It's so small!
So, what else you need? I brought some records about gunpowder-fueled flight and a few books on Eastern alchemy. Though, I'm not sure you'll be able to read any of them.
As the little salamander chatters on, she flips over its vessel and inspects it thoroughly before pointing to the square markings on the vessel's base. The others gather close, unable to resist their curiosity.
What does this mean?
Oh, that? You know,
He's upside
I
down!
got this part from the Pandaria antique market. It's not a genuine antique, but the craftsmanship is quite excellent.
I like how they flipped his profile picture upside down.
These characters here mean microwave safe. Microwave ovens were not that popular when I got it.
Microwave safe!
Speaking of Pandaria, you can't find a flea market as big or as fun anywhere else. If you're ever looking for antiques and collectibles, it should be your first stop. If you want to go take a look, I might just be nice for once and take you.
Little salamander notices their eager eyes. At last, a chance to show off its salesman charm, a moment it's determined to seize.
No thanks. Just making sure it doesn't mean danger explosive. I already learned that lesson from another escapade with an arcane invention.
She returns the dagger she'd borrowed, who knows when, and slips the vial of metal powder onto her desk drawer.
Alright, I've collected enough. You were so busy talking you didn't feel a thing, did you? Now back to our visitor in the checkered pattern uniform. Have you made a decision?
After a brief pause, the question Nameday asks switches the conversation to an entirely different track.
What are you going to do with the little astronaut when the project's over?
I'll submit her application to Laplace once she agrees to join us. It'd be great if you could help with her employment procedures.
I mean, when are you going to tell her the real consequences of the storm?
Okay, so he's the only one who's brought this up. I'm like, have you told this 15-year-old that, like, she could die doing this? And also she's investigating something that's gonna kill a bunch of people in a small area? Like, it seems like a lot to not tell somebody.
Same as always, as soon as she gets a permanent position with Laplace.
So, not until later. Nameday glances at Windsong, thinking she might chime in, offer an explanation at least, but she only nods. That's just how it is. That little astronaut whom they've never even met will have to learn it too. That pale dome and those cold steel buildings can't protect everyone. Soon the rain will wash away all that's familiar to them, again and again.
All right. Then I'll stay.
Officially, Laplace does not tell anyone outside about this. I mean, yeah,
you
but...
really want to stay with the circus?
I mean, like, you think they'd make an exception for somebody who's, like, putting their life on the line for an experiment of theirs, even if they're not a full-time employee. Like, goddamn. Kipperina doesn't have a straight answer.
I meant that I'm willing to do whatever you need. But I don't think I want to do this permanently. Since you say that you need my arcane skill for this project, I'm happy to help. Though I don't really know if I can.
I think you know why Mr. Kozlov brought you all this way. When was the last time you had a proper meal?
Well, we usually have stews. And sometimes Mr. Kozlov will find us some canned food if we're lucky.
Her rebuttal is soft and utterly unconvincing.
And you still want to spend the rest of your life in that circus?
A knock breaks the silence. Kipperina uses the moment to lift her head. By the time she sits back down again, the light that had flickered in her eyes is gone.
This is her, the girl I talked about. She doesn't speak much, but I feel that she has a good character.
The girl casts a sweeping look across the room, pausing briefly on Pointer.
Don't be shy. You can sit next to Alia. What were you talking about? I hope our Alia didn't cause any trouble, madam.
He steps into the room, noticing immediately that Kiparina is fixated on the parcel in his hands. It's filled with things he and Natalia packed, things they thought the girls might need.
Mr. Kozlov, will I ever have the chance to return to Utranyaya?
Man! When we move forward, an expensive group photo, usually found in a weathered old frame,
Will I ever have the chance to return to Utranyaya?
Isabeth pushes the door open just in time to catch this scene. She lingers nearby, curious, watching the girl receive her answer.
We can talk about that in the future.
Oh my god.
Of course, we will keep in touch. You and Voyager can pay us a visit whenever you like. The girl's called Voyager, madam. She's clever, quiet, doesn't eat much. You will take her in too, won't you?
Pointer doesn't object. She runs a brief analysis and concludes that the company of a peer could help ease the pressures of Kiparina's training. After listening carefully, Mr. Kozlov pats Kiparina's shoulder.
I always hoped you would settle down and live a comfortable life. Promise me you'll do your best, Alia.
Yes, Mr. Kozlov.
Man, wasn't he just saying last chapter, or like a couple chapters ago, that like if she changes her mind she can come back? He seems to be like going back on that. Oh god. Oh, that feels like shit.
Oh, you finally reached an agreement. Cool. Looks like I won't have to do any more explaining. If you're saying goodbye soon, maybe you ought to consider bringing her a parting gift. She looks like she could use one.
Yeah, something to remind her of home.
Nameday picks up the thread without missing a beat. Winsong steps forward just in time, joining Kiparina's side, and Hisabeth trails off.
Or maybe you can offer a few words of encouragement? What do you say?
Mr. Kozlov spies Kiparina rubbing the device in her hands with her pinky, the one Winsong had lent her earlier. He knows her well enough to understand the meaning, nervousness. He has no idea about the device's exact value, but he's certain it's not something you'd easily find in a circus.
Right, a gift. I'll need some time to prepare it.
As a note, this is 87 Soviet Union, so it's nearing its collapse, so everyone outside the government is suffering. Oh, no, I know for sure. Like, I know his heart is in the right place, but it's just, I don't blame him for it. It's just, like, she's 15. She's clearly nervous about doing this. I don't know. It just feels bad all around.
Let's make a deal, shall we? You'll get your gift next time you pay a visit to the Utranyaya. That way, you'll keep us in mind and come home again one day. I was worried you might not want to travel such a long way for us.
I feel, Mr. Kozlov. I'll find my way back to Utranyaya even if you've moved to the other end of the world.
She struggles to lift the parcel Mr. Kozlov gave her. Nameday quickly steps in to assist her in placing it on the table. Time flies. The thought pops into Mr. Kozlov's head, but what he says out loud has nothing to do with it.
That's my girl. Remember what I said? Do the best that you can, and have no regrets. Natalia and I don't have to worry about you, do we?
No. I'll give my best performance here, like I always did with Utranyaya.
Almost like she's trying to convince herself, she nods twice in a row and makes a solemn promise in her most serious tone. A question rises up in her just below the surface. How can she be sure? She chooses not to ask.
The hunt begins?
He's a little raccoon! Look at him! Seriously thinks some no-name circus performer could pull off something this important? I know they have their reasons to doubt, but like it or not, this is my job now.
At your command.
Oh, please. I know how to use it.
A brave decision.
Ah!
Oh, don't stare at it for too long.
Ha ha! Ooh! Hoo, hoo.
Oh.
The plan failed. The plan failed. The show's on, hounds. Plan A. A simple arcane trick. Time waits for no one, even for a great trick. I will be watching you.
I should stop dwelling on what they said. The only thing that matters now is living up to the trust and expectations others have placed on me.
This is not bad for a stretch.
June 1987. Plastic. I didn't see what the. Wait. I didn't say anything here.
How do you feel?
Cosmodrome.
Intense nausea is common for the first few months of zero-G training.
I think I'm fine.
Look at her. She's got a new fit.
You're very kind to ask, ma'am.
Her first training session was rough and more than a little messy, causing her to throw up. Pointer helped her to the infirmary. When she could breathe again, she stammered out a request, just like the one she made today.
I'm ready for more.
You're at this again? Elizabeth already checked your vitals in arcane skill test reports. Her conclusion was clear. You need to rest and recover before we begin again. If you push yourself too hard and become too sick to perform the mission, that won't help us either.
But I can do more. All I need is a bit more training. I need to perform flawlessly.
We don't need flawless, not at the cost of your health. We need satisfies all requirements, nothing more.
She adjusts her tone, searching her mind for something that might qualify as comfort or encouragement.
You're already doing better than we anticipated.
She fears the words come out too flat, but Kiparina shakes her head sincerely.
Thank you. But I still haven't memorized the flight procedures, and I'm still struggling with my arcane skill. Maybe I can ask Miss Vinsong to give me another ley lines lesson. That's not pushing myself, is it?
That's acceptable. But you will ensure you get a minimum of 8 hours of sleep every day.
Pointer gives in. She too had once been hell-bent on proving herself.
And promise me you'll eat well and never skip meals.
Oh, hang on, I'll be right back.
Yes, ma'am. Miss Hisabeth said there would be a team-building dinner tonight. I'll attend it and train for another half an hour after we come back.
No, that's not what I meant.
There are few tasks more difficult than instructing a child who is too mature for her own good.
Anyway, go change. We'll go together.
See, that's a much nicer transition on the eyes. Of all the restaurants in Mirny, this one does the best business, thanks in no small part to Hisabeth. With all those mouths to feed, food has always been a vital part of her lifestyle, one that she is only too eager to share with her team. Plus, the tables here are big enough for everyone in their group to have a seat.
We sat here when we first met, no?
I think so. This table seems a bit too small now.
Well, there's strength in numbers.
Yet everything now depends on our brave astronaut. How's your arcane skill training?
Not bad, I guess. Miss Vinsong is a wise teacher.
I'm glad I've learned something from my experience with Vila. I hope you'll get to know her one day.
You'll have plenty of time to make friends once you return from your mission.
Looking forward to it. But first I have to go back to the circus. I think Mr. Kozlov will have my gift prepared by then. I'm sure he will. Though he didn't come to see me and Voyager this week.
He has a whole circus to run, and you're busy with training. It's hard to find a good time when you are both free.
Aww.
Perhaps he didn't want to make you homesick, but I'm sure he misses you a lot. Mirny isn't far from here. You should go back and visit sometime. No one will blame you if you take a break for a few hours.
I am able to drive you to town, if you need.
Aww.
Just submit your schedule 2 days in advance. I will set some time aside for a short trip.
Everyone's here trying to take care of her.
Thank you. But I think it will have to wait until the project's over. Mr. Kozlov said I would always be able to visit him in the future. Besides, he needs time to prepare the gift.
Not everyone is interested in the still distant future. Kiparina's friend, at least, is more focused on what's right in front of her. Aww! She taps the edge of the small vessel, smiling at the crisp metallic sound it makes.
Don't do that. The echo from that sound makes me dizzy.
Huh?
She pulls her hand back and watches until confirming the little creature is friendly. Then she reaches out again, trying to figure out how to get along with it.
Voyager? Don't get distracted. They've almost finished the food.
Aimday swaps the food around the table, pushing 2 still full plates to the middle. Cold scales press against Kiparina's wrist.
You like a drink? Here, we've got some hot milk or warm apple cider. Pick one.
Dragging a cup behind it, the snake leaves splotches of spilled drink all across the table.
Milk will be fine. Thank you.
Kiparina passes another cup to Voyager. She mimics the others by lifting the cup, first in both hands and then just one.
Let's have a toast, friends. To our new team. Though no one knows for sure whether our project will succeed or is doomed to fail catastrophically, together we're working towards the future. Cheers!
A friendly signal, a quiet promise of unity. A turning point in any story or relationship, from a stranger to a colleague, and eventually... friend, comrade. Aww. Everything's about to go to shit, isn't it?
Except that the odds are in our favor. Even though Laplace is no longer in its prime, it still has the best technology and the finest scientists.
The finest scientists? You mean us? I couldn't agree more. I've always believed that perseverance is the most basic fundamental quality that any researcher should possess.
Perseverance. There's only one thing that I think we should persevere with. Our efforts to return to the future.
Didn't know you Laplace researchers missed the good old days so much.
Laugh if you want, but you can't deny that our era was better than this one.
Kiparina keens her ears in, trying to catch each word. The room is warm and the conversation at their table easy and relaxed. The question she's been keeping down finally bubbles out of her mouth.
What was the future like? I've read through the manual for temporary employees. The data we're going to collect may help people get back the things that they lost, right? From the futures that you've been to. What's Leningrad like in 1999? Were there any circus shows in your era? Does that mean everything was better than it is now? I have trouble imagining it. Were there sweets for everyone and stores that never ran out of food?
Aww.
Things were much better then. Well, except for the study of ley lines. It was still struggling as a scientific pursuit, especially when it came to attracting new students. Though even now, its only student seems to lack much interest in it.
That's not true. Sorry. I'm just having difficulty focusing on it with all the other demands on my time.
It's okay. Miss Winsong was only making a joke, at the expense of her very overworked student. It's true. Things were nicer in the future. I do miss the sweets, and that the shops were never empty.
Every witness seems to offer her the same promise. It's worth it. Life should move forward, not stay stuck in the past.
Amazing. I'm sure we'll make it back one day.
This time, she raises her cup first. To the brightest future. Oh god, we're barely halfway through. I don't have a good feeling about this. The pale slash low. The spread of enigmification. Pale green characters pulse with emotion. Making sense of what they're saying is going to take all your cunning. Okay, yes. This is 4chan. Just had a 2-year project canceled. Soon I too will be able to hide out in my room all day playing Sudoku. Not sad about this at all. Wouldn't start celebrating just yet. It looks like you're about to lose your vacation time since there's a shortage of staff everywhere. What are they going to do? It's not like a simple number theory major like me can contribute to rebuilding in the wake of the storm. Nothing's going to stop me from going on vacation. Nothing. Would you look at that? The enigmification is spreading nicely. Good. At this rate, I'll have the entire Laplace break room all to myself. As more people start slacking off, supplies will be cut too. You might get to hog all the daily meals from all of Laplace, but that's probably the best you'll do. You know, it'd be hilarious if a bunch of random numbers and formulas turned out to be the key to defeating the storm. You got roped into non-stop 24/7 work trying to crack it, with Madame Lucy interrogating you 3 times a day about your progress. That sounds absolutely disgusting. I need a nap just at the thought of that. Oh, and as part of the humanitarian gesture, I'll make sure your voice gets added to the machine too. Well, isn't that something? There's still poor souls who didn't get a vacation even at a time like this, with all these non-essential projects getting cut. There's plenty, like John from the medical team, John from the mechanical engineering group, and John from Material Silence. Basically, Material Silence. Why are there so many Johns? Basically, every non-theoretical department is pulling all-nighters to rebuild Laplace under Madame Lucy's brand of ruthless pragmatism. It really makes you wonder if the storm was part of a conspiracy by the Johns to steal funding from the rest of the teams and justify their overtime pay. Coincidence? I think not. That's funny. To former strangers, about the perfect moment to speak in defense of me. Three months before the storm.
3, 2, 1, cut. And just so we're clear, everything went well as usual. The video in this disc, to put it simply, is too much for anyone to handle. Guess what it's used for? Go on, give me the most ridiculous answer you can think of.
Preserves a copy of Windows Pinball. So you can have entertainment, even if there's no video games left.
A little tip. Think like a modern person. The development of technology allows us to save a lot of things as digital data nowadays. Yes, it's a last record. A video is much more convenient than sitting down with a pen.
She places the data card on the table. It immediately draws in all eyes.
Data secured. Pointer, do you want me to add your part to the video now? Or maybe later?
Preferably never. This whole last record thing is your passion. Besides, I know nothing about material sciences.
But you spent so much time transcoding the incantation. You simply must show up in my video. Please, I insist. We're a team. We shouldn't miss anyone's perspective, no?
Yes.
Even for her, long hours can wear things down. There's a trace of fatigue in her otherwise calm reply, a lag in her response. Whoop.
Super. Then let's take a look at our work so far and learn from our mistakes. Well, my mistakes.
If there's anything I've learned, every sufficiently large company has one name that there's like 5 of. That's true, Sideways. Very true.
Pointer and I had been working on the teleport disk at the Placid's Cosmodrome. More specifically, our interim mission was to determine how to transport supplies to space stations and spacecraft using teleport incantations. The ultimate goal being to achieve stable, safe, and long-distance teleportation to outer space viable for living organisms.
Right.
The project had been going smoothly until we received some bad news. Due to a policy change at Laplace, most projects in Placids were being suspended.
No.
Fortunately, the bad news was followed by a small amount of good. Madame Lucy said if we could send a monitor to space to collect data when the storm arrived, we'd be allowed to continue with our project. It was a vital opportunity to make our contribution to deciphering the storm. There were only 3 major issues to solve: manpower, energy supply, and determination. As you can see, the first 2 issues have been solved by our new members. Thank you all for your help, especially our brave little astronaut. The plan is now simple. She'll fly into space, reach the required altitude, launch the monitor, and zero in on the correct coordinates. And then she'll contact ground control to come home.
Shit! I keep accidentally hitting my scroll button.
Her arcane skill will protect her from any possible danger caused by pressure or heat in the vacuum of space.
Oh, that's what that does.
Then finally, she will activate the teleport disc, and we will activate our receiver on the ground.
Right, because teleporters are one-way trips. That's right.
Ta-da! Everyone will arrive in Laplace's Arctic branch safe and sound to acclaim and accolades from all around the scientific world. Well, that's a simple framework of the plan, but we still have tons of minor problems to tackle first. Our top priority is improving the long-distance positioning accuracy of the teleport disc. We've already begun testing our latest prototypes, though the last test didn't end well.
It exploded. Oh!
We're still searching for the cause of that particular catastrophic error, but we won't let it stop us. This was no more than an inevitable roadblock, a small accident on the way to technological progress.
I didn't expect it to actually explode, but that makes sense.
Elizabeth, if we are going to have any chance of learning from our mistakes, we can't run away from our problems.
All right. That last test was a week ago.
Kiparina, we're not gonna let you explode.
Same as the last time. Though we've made some improvements, we still need an intelligent creature to run the test. And I guess it'll be me again.
Are you sure? Considering the danger and your value to the project, I think you ought to let me.
How can I ask anyone to try my invention if I wouldn't use it myself? Now, what are you waiting for? Get to the safe zone. Oh, and remember to secure the blast door.
Miss Kiparina asked about the test yesterday as she was feeding the fish. She said she's been able to control her power more now. You'd be much safer with her help. We're a team, right? We sink or swim together.
As the clock strikes the hour, a small figure peeks in through the door.
My training just finished. I hope I'm not late, Miss Elizabeth.
Well, we did have a pretty bad accident, but thanks to Kiparina's arcane skill, no one was too badly hurt. Winsong is one cool teacher, and that girl's a phenomenal student. The margin of error remained high, a significant problem for sure. But we'd learned our lesson after spending all that time recovering in the ward. That is, that we should prepare for the worst, so that those who survive will know what to do with, our legacy.
You know, when we explode.
Our last record matters, my friend.
I don't think that's what Pointer meant when she told us to learn from our mistakes.
Before Hisabeth can pinch its mouth shut, the little snake ducks back into her hair.
Again, I emphasize that safety must come first in the lab. It is my first and most important protocol. Winsong and I left for all of 10 minutes, and by the time we got back, each and every one of you ended up on death's door.
It's like, please follow protocol. She's holding up every OSHA piece of OSHA legislation single-handedly because these guys won't fucking listen.
And now I find out you've even petitioned for a postponed evacuation. This is getting ridiculous.
You guys are going to die, and I'm not going to feel guilty about it. So try not to die.
You know how tight the schedule is now that the storm emergency plan has been activated, don't you? The silver lining is that now we know that we have exactly 3 months. We can still optimize the procedure and improve the disc and...
Enough, Sylvie!
Pointer cuts her off. Her tone is serious.
Oh, come on, friends. Can we just calm down and discuss our schedule over dinner? I believe Miss Pointer was only trying to suggest a better plan.
I am. I suggest we stop all work on this project immediately.
I mean, you know what? I can understand that. The young man is caught off balance, unable to find the words to ease the tension in the room.
What? Why? The situation really isn't that dire.
Miss Hisabeth is right. We shouldn't be discouraged over one accident, Miss Pointer. The damage wasn't too severe.
Only 3 months left, yet our latest achievement was a total catastrophe. I know what you're all thinking. That the odds are still good, and it's more or less safe to continue. But all that is a weighted gamble.
She is risk averse, like me!
Nothing matters more than your lives.
She knows this all too well. This is not her first time making bold gambles. Ooh, I wonder what she lost. Uh-oh.
What do you think the odds are, really?
Uh-oh.
Without diving into the calculations, it's around a 70% chance in theory. But my logic is screaming something else in my ear.
You don't have to take that risk, Pointer.
I know what I'm doing. Nothing's guaranteed in the world of science.
She closes her eyes, interrupting the playthrough of her memories.
The risk is too high. I can't allow it.
But it's like we always say, there's nothing guaranteed in the world of science. You never know before you take that fateful step.
Such a firm, matter-of-fact statement. It sounds exactly like something the old Pointer might have said.
My analysis points to a dangerous level of uncertainty in this project. The price of failure, even optimistically, could be much worse than a few days in recovery. There could be more permanent injuries. You could even...
The storm. I think we're on 8 or 9? Pointer scans the room. None of them have known failure. Not yet, and they shouldn't have to.
You've seen how things... places... people just disappear in the storm.
Kiparita's like, what?
You need to stop this insanity before that happens to us. Don't you understand?
I really don't. Why should we stop?
She thinks for a moment, then a spark of inspiration flashes across her face.
No, you're right. We shouldn't pretend as if it's normal to risk our lives for this. At the end of the day, if we die, our research dies with us. But if something were to happen to the team, you would be the one to survive. That's why I want you to keep our records, to take down everything in case the worst happens. Here.
Pointer looks down at the data card. Machines are only capable of faithfully recording and replaying data. They can't interpret meaning. They certainly cannot understand the reckless choices of human beings. Those who come after might skim through the logs and learn how the team met, chose, collaborated, and parted ways. But what about everything outside of the frame? The temperature of the lab, the taste of a restaurant signature dish, the hesitation she feels right now. No device can preserve those details, only memory can. Some need to move forward, others need to stay behind. She doesn't look up and never reaches for the disc. She's made up her mind.
I won't take it. And I won't submit this petition for you. I can't stand by and let you kill yourselves. I'm done. I quit.
Oh shit. Oh shit, Pointer's outie. Pointer's like, we got 3 months and a dream. And success does not... Dreams can only get you so far. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna be fucking responsible for you guys killing yourselves. Damn, actually, you know what this works. Kiparita, your coordination training is about to commence. Perform the designated actions according to the guidance. Your performance will be evaluated accordingly. Close your eyes and try using your arcane skill to hit this robot here. Don't worry, they were built exactly for this purpose. Is it telling me to do that? I actually don't know. I actually don't know what her kit looks like. I know she heals and shields, but we're just gonna...
That's right!
A brave decision.
Sterilize.
Hold your breath. Anyone feeling cold?
Everyone has their own destination.
Oh, hi.
Let me help, please.
Oh, her attacks are so pretty.
Or maybe take a deep breath.
At your command.
Nice tactic. I've got your back.
Hold on to that.
That hurts, huh?
I'm not careless. A brave
Is she
decision.
enhanced her own incantations? That's pretty cool.
That's right. Nice tactic.
Now dance.
Get out of here.
Like the lighter. Hey!
Proceed as before, but now focus your attention on this distinct unit. I'm assuming she means that one.
I can always find peace upon the fire.
At your command.
Come on, this is nice tactic. Nakiyarka, Ichiplo.
Now dance.
Cheer and witness my victory! Seeing stars.
All right. Deep breath in.
Or maybe take a deep breath.
At your command.
That's right!
Give me a hand, friends. I can't do this alone.
Next time I should be able to do a bit better. That's right, you did well. I'll make sure Miss Winsong hears of the good news.
This is not bad for a stretch.
Caprina's kit is round numbers, if odd number buff, if even number attack, or something along those lines. I'm forgetting. Oh, cool! Alright. 10 of freezing rain. Oh, wait. It's actually ads time. I just take a break for 3 minutes. I'm probably just gonna farm something real quick. So if you do get caught in ads, you don't miss anything. I'll see you in 3.
Getting up is easier in the summer. In the winter, the last time I was in the mood for a morning walk,
Oh, we got
when
here.
all I had to do was go to school.
I need to farm because Kiparina's Psycube's in the shop.
I have all the essentials for writing poetry. You, me, and our opponent. Time waits for no one, even for a great one. Time waits for no one, even for a great one. Cosmología,
Everyone has
filosofía
a
clásica en
destination.
la acumulación de laberintos. Suéltalo todo una vez más.
Whew, that went smooth.
Exactly.
What do I got here? Hang on, I gotta pull. Let me pull up my farming sheet. Where have we got here? We need. Okay. I actually have all the materials. I found them yesterday. We just need more Sharpodontes and stuff. Okay, we can run that.
I have all the essentials for writing poetry. You, me, and our opponent. The light that illuminates all. Target confirmed. Barrage.
Warning, warning. The puppy is fleeing the scene at its maximum speed.
272. Warehouse, 272. I don't use all my stamina because we need that for, like, actually playing the game. It's another few pulls for us. We must save everything for Ezio. And Cassandra. Dude, I haven't even played Odyssey, bro. I'm still excited, though. And everybody should be back. Hello, you didn't miss anything. A freezing rain. How could you possibly expect warm rain to fall inside a greenhouse? Two months before the storm.
The name is Pointer, researcher in the LSCC Plesetsk branch. The reason I joined. The same reason I quit. Nothing matters more than people's lives. All the research I've done has been for one purpose. To make people's lives better.
Pointer, there you are. How's everything going?
Bad. Winsong doesn't mind her quitting. Whenever she runs into Pointer at the branch office, she always stops for a few words, often with updates on the aerospace team.
I heard you're busy with the evacuation. Seems many stores in Mirny have already closed up.
As soon as I finish the handover here, I'm heading back into town to help with packing, coordinating, and explaining the situation to the locals. Same old, same old.
Hey, Mr. Big Stuff!
Same old, same old. You know, Hisabeth said that exact thing when I asked about the team's progress yesterday. They seem to be doing all right.
Good.
Winsong takes a small bag out from her coat, nudging the conversation in a lighter direction.
Oh, by the way, I've got some seeds left. Do you want to take them off my hands?
Do I look like a gardener to you?
Well, it's just that I heard from a few people here in Mirny that a Laplace researcher was giving out sunflower seeds. And it wasn't me, so I've been wondering just who it could have been. Don't you want some? Seriously, everyone loves them.
On the day Pointer left the Plesetsk Cosmodrome, she handed out these seeds to everyone she passed. What was she thinking? Maybe she just wanted to break all ties to stop herself from turning back. She keeps this bag, saving it for the right moment.
Thanks. So, who ended up signing the application?
Hisabeth will, when she goes to collect the monitor and report our research to Ludwig. She says it's more likely to get approval that way.
They don't know when to stop, do they?
They don't know the meaning.
Ah!
Stop. If the fish get startled, then they won't eat anything.
I see, Miss Hisabeth.
She sprinkles the fish food carefully over the water's surface, hoping these fragile little creatures might cling to some instinct to survive.
I finished the full inventory check.
Hi, Chibi!
There's more runium left than we thought. Now, where should I put these useless old files? I was thinking we could use them for draft paper.
Maybe you can turn them into a knife or something. A knife would be more useful at this point. You know, to cut fruit or whatever.
Actually, that card there on the table would work better for that.
Why's that?
It's all about the material. Metal makes a better edge than paper. Never quite understood why you made them like that.
Oh, I was testing out a new alloy. I used it to make Winsong's and Pointer's cards. It gets harder and sharper when heated. Give it a rub with your hands and you can use it as a letter opener.
Their words trail off. They've been trying not to bring up Pointer's departure, to pretend like everything is still just as it was.
The ritual still isn't stable enough. We need a specific location or area to set as a destination in advance. But first, we need a way to pinpoint a recognizable area. The formula should be...
Miss Winsong sent me a message. She said, don't forget to collect the monitor.
Oh, she sent it to you too? Tell her I said thanks. No, that number doesn't look right.
I tried my best, but those arcane minerals you were asking for are scarce as all hell. I haven't been able to find a single supplier.
Then we'll carry on without them. That's it. Nope, wrong again. Pointer was the master of numbers. With that brain of hers, she'd have had this over and done by now.
Shit, none of us know how to do math. I'm just kidding. A sound from the corner of the room draws her attention. Voyager is stacking pieces of mineral shards into a wobbly tower. In the lamplight, the peak sparkles, strangely mesmerizing.
Careful, don't hurt yourself. They're more powerful than they seem.
Voyager nods with a vague but accepting gesture, and Hisabeth turns back, ready to refocus on the data. But the fragile silence is broken, and other words spill out.
Miss Hisabeth.
The little would-be astronaut walks over and stands beside Hisabeth. It's rare for her to approach so closely.
I have a question for you. Sorry if it's not a good time, but it's important to me. And it's something I hope you'll answer honestly.
Startled by the coming topic, Nameday broke the fish tank accidentally. He scrambles to scoop up the spilling fish from the floor.
Sorry, ladies. Please ignore me. I'm not here, and I didn't hear a thing.
Но если я заплачу, мисс
But if I
Киприна,
pay, Miss Kipperina is a
умная
smart
молодая
young lady.
девушка.
It's hardly
Неудивительно,
surprising that
что
she'd be
она
quick to figure
быстро во
things out.
всем
Don't you agree?
разобралась. Вы согласны?
Hisabeth looks down at her. The upturned face is young, but so very determined.
So, what's your question?
Miss Pointer said something before she left. About places and people disappearing into the storm. It's hard to believe that she would ever give up on our mission. Unless she knew the price of failing was truly horrible. Then the storm can't just be some normal kind of natural disaster. This storm will destroy everything. Won't it?
She doesn't even know how long that question has sat in the pit of her chest. In her glass marble eyes, Hisabeth sees a brightness welling up. She doesn't know how to respond, but silence can be an answer too, and the girl understands.
All the people we know, all the bears, birds, these fish, everything, the lost future that you talk about. Was it the first to disappear? Or are there more that have been lost? Will the same thing happen to our time? Things are much worse than you let on. What else has changed in the future?
The light in her eyes never fades, not completely. Kipperina has long understood that tears won't change anything.
Many things changed. Some things won't last nearly as long as people think they will. For you, the world might seem to have turned upside down, but life will go on.
Pointer is gone. Winsong has her own geological surveys. Now everyone that's left seems to be looking to Hisabeth for answers. She tries to choose her words deliberately, but she has hardly ever been comforted, so she doesn't know how to comfort others.
So, now that you know what's at stake, are you ready to officially join Laplace? I'm afraid there is still a great deal I cannot tell you until then. Many of the answers you're seeking are classified, for employees only.
Pardon me, Miss Hisabeth. But given the danger of the mission we are expecting Kipperina to perform, I think she has the right to know what the storm really is.
I understand that you don't want to go against Laplace's rules, but I'll bet there aren't any rules against me figuring it out, and you simply nodding. Am I right?
Hisabeth nods, so Kipperina goes on.
I won't get to see Mr. Kozlov or get that gift in the future. So, if I join Laplace, I won't see anyone from Utranyaya ever again.
She hesitates, but at last nods again.
The choice is yours. I won't force you to do anything. Remember the day we first met in the restaurant? I said I would write you a recommendation. I was serious. I still am. In fact, it's already done. Winsong has signed on to it too. And our Foundation friend behind you is prepared to offer another guarantee, just in case. We will make a recommendation for your friend Voyager as well, but that's all we can do. I'm afraid we can't protect everyone, nor can we make this decision for you. Do you want to keep going?
The question isn't just for Kiparina. If they recover the data, if that data is any good, maybe someday no one will have to worry about the storm ever again. But what if they put their lives in jeopardy and gain nothing from it?
If you don't, you'll be allowed to return and accept what's to come. But if you join us, there is a chance to change things.
Ayo, chicken! That is her answer, the only answer she needs to keep going. Man! You should have taken Pointer up on that offer to drive over to the circus real quick. Poems come by chance. I am grateful for the times I felt exhausted and uninspired, yet never put down my pen. Silence has weight, like sand piling layer on one's chest. Eventually it can suffocate. The sobs barely register, 2 or 3 snuffed out before they can burst.
I will complete my mission.
She speaks with clarity, as if making a solemn vow.
And if I successfully come back with the data, I'll consider joining Laplace. But I can't make a decision now. I need more time to think. I will stay until my job is done. You don't have to worry about that. That is what Mr. and Mrs. Kozlov and my friends in the circus would all want. It is the right thing to do. If you'll excuse me, I should return to my training. I'll see you later.
She's already on the move before the last word is spoken, leaving behind another layer of suffocating silence. It doesn't take long before someone else tries to wriggle out from it, too.
Us too. Need to double-check the warehouse inventory. Might find something useful.
Wait, haven't we done that already? Those...
Alright, we'll let you know if we find anything.
They leave the room one after another. In the corner, Voyager seems entirely unsure of what to do.
Join them if you want. I have some unfinished business.
Moments later, the last light-footed silhouette exits the room. The familiar gold glint rests at the far end of the hallway, her head lowered against the wall. Voyager tries to approach but hesitates, stopping mid-step. She looks around to make sure the hallway is empty, then lifts her violin onto her shoulder.
Alia!
The music strings and her voice twist together like a trembling thread, calling her friend to turn around.
Was that you? Did you just say my name? You learned how to...
As she sees those flickering sparks, her voice falters. Then, in a heartbeat, Voyager resumes her usual appearance.
Stars. Good. Alia. Happy.
Hisabeth has the office to herself for once, but the progress she had hoped would come to her is still elusive. After yet another failed calculation, she sets her pen down and reconsiders her goals.
These calculations need to be finished today. The teleport ritual requires the caster to recite the location. It could be understood as calibrating in a way. Let's continue with that thought. The destination must be preset, and the ritual casts through incantation. But the further the distance, the harder it is to stay on target. If only there were an arcane reaction strong enough and unique enough to calibrate to.
It's only then that she notices the strangeness of the moment, which is abruptly broken by the arcane energy monitor as it lets out an ear-splitting alarm. A blinding light flashes across the entire screen, then cuts out. The instrument's detection radius is small, barely beyond the nearby hallway. Hey, Drago! She narrowly avoids a full-on collision in the doorway. Luckily, she catches herself using the girl's shoulder.
What happened? Are you alright, Miss Isabeth?
Was that you? Did you cast that arcane skill just now? No, those energy levels were too high for you, beyond most arcanists. Who was with you just now?
Voyager. She was just trying to make me feel better. Did it interfere with your experiments? I apologize, Miss Isabeth. I promise it won't happen again.
No, you don't understand. We need that exactly to happen again.
She just left. If you want to find her, I'll go with you.
Are you saying she was the one that cast that arcane skill?
Yes. It was so pretty. It was like
a neutron star.
It's obvious that the concept is beyond Caparina. She tilts her head expectantly.
It's a type of highly magnetized star that emits powerful beams that can be traced to show us its precise location. We call them the beacons of space. Such a strong arcane reaction would be so bright that it'd be trivial to locate even from an extreme distance.
I don't know much about space, but it sounds like the difference between finding a star in the sky and looking for the sun. But then the universe is also very big. I imagine if you were looking from far enough away, even the sun would seem small.
Merde, I'm afraid you're right. When comparing all the stars in the observable universe, our sun is far from the largest or brightest, only the closest. We can't assume proximity in our case. But then, there's still got to be a way, no?
Capturing the fleeting aura, she propels a new train of thought forward.
Before the storm arrives, the levels of arcane energy in all affected areas will be greatly amplified. But what about places that won't be affected? Perhaps then the trick will not be to look for the light in darkness, but for the darkness in the light. Like finding a dim bulb in a string of Christmas lights.
Isabeth places her hands on Caparina's shoulders and makes a promise.
If that's the case, I can adjust the portion of runium in order to focus the disc precisely on Placets. If this works out, then I guarantee you will arrive home safe and sound.
2 months before the storm.
Understood. Take care.
Sorry. Here you go. She ends the call and waves at the silhouette, walking her way.
What are you up to?
I've been communicating with the garrison in Mirny. They've picked up some abnormal critter activity during their patrols. Another batch of residents is set to evacuate too. I'll head over to help them shortly. What about you? Your geological survey? Are you staying at the branch, or will you head back to HQ?
Haven't found anything that's worth digging up yet, but I've decided to give it another try. Should be back here in time for the evacuation. Though I'm hoping to stick around for my little apprentice. She said she'll only give us her decision on joining Laplace once she's back from her mission. I can't wait to hear the good news. You still pretending not to care?
My concern, whether it exists or not, will have no tangible effect on their results. I just hope they don't kill themselves for nothing.
Hisabeth is planning a final teleportation test the day after tomorrow. I'll be observing from the meeting room. You know, the one we always use upstairs? Early in the afternoon.
I'll likely be in Mirny by then.
A brief silence follows. In the pause, Winsong deftly ships the topic to the conspicuous glass tank in the crowd.
Hey, Ulrich. We meet again.
Ulrich!
You look even worse than when we last met.
Ah, Miss Winsong. And Pointer? What have we here? Two of our busiest bees working together in the Plessis branch?
Pointer has no idea why Ulrich looks even worse. His expression, as ever, is nigh unreadable, so she simply nods to him.
So when is this humanitarian vacation of yours over? Any interest in sparing a little time to watch something fun?
If by something fun you mean Dimitri's party, then thanks, but no thanks.
No, not that. I told you about it before. Hisabeth's teleport disk experiment.
Ah, yes, that one. You know, word of it is already spreading through HQ and all the other branches.
And? What's the impression?
I wouldn't categorize it as good, but it has certainly become a contentious topic.
At least one of the bigwigs is supportive, Madame Lucy. It seems she intends to keep our experiment going either way. She even invited a prominent string theory researcher to HQ. As I said, even if we don't get the results we hoped for, the work itself can be illuminating.
The silent researcher at last offers a wave to attract the attention of the room.
Excuse me. I have obligations to attend to. Let's talk again later.
She walks off, leaving Ulrich and Winsong to watch her as her figure passes into the hall and away. Several minutes pass, and then Winsong gasps.
Bean, I forgot my badge. And Pointer's gone. How am I supposed to get back to the lab? Sorry, Ulrich. Do you mind walking me back? By the way, you didn't answer whether you'll be at Hisabeth's experiment.
Oh shit, tensions are building! You think this will work? I'm gonna use this again.
Happy to lend a hand. My child. Be serious. Stay focused.
It's so
a bloody handprint on broken glass. Classic.
Guard the field.
Ooh, just shy. Oh, never mind, I forgot. Poison damage. These things are so fucking cool. What are these? The unknown beyond. Spinning sphere. Ephemeral moment. These things are creepy as shit. I love them. This is what Iron Tomb's gonna look like, trust. Alright. You know what, we're just gonna do, we're gonna do a little. We're gonna do a little.
Move your legs. This way, please. Say hello. A real troublemaker of a guest, aren't you? You really did.
Oh, that attack was sick!
Be serious, move your legs. That was lightning.
Perhaps even the stars in the cosmos have songs to sing too.
Was I able to take care of everyone?
To Camille, literature may be divided into countless intricate schools, yet what it ultimately conveys is remarkably simple. How long has it been since we last spoke? Tug of war with a cold drained all my energy. Sylvie's doing well. Maxime and Alexander always help her think in parallel. Monique is under control. Francis has been showing more and more signs of thought lately. I think it's only a matter of time before he speaks. Helena Sleeper. Oh, okay. Oh, wait. Hang on. Okay, so the snake is writing the letter, and is talking. One of the snakes is writing a letter and is talking about all the other siblings. Literature is filled with the truest verses arise by chance, tempered in the fire of pain. Promise Sylvia and I will both be warned. I wonder who Camille is. I wish you were part of the Dubois family, too. Oh, you learned in Hisabeth's side story. Got it. Okay. I think I already missed that, because I didn't start this event until after Hisabeth's banner was over, so I think her side story is already gone. Oopsie. There's not much difference in the lab today. Even though the others had tried to tidy up the clutter, any attempts at organization are doomed to fail here. Hisabeth pushes the last stack of files to the corner of the table, then steps back to survey her work.
I'm ready. Remember to stay within the safe zone. The medical team is helping with the evacuation, so we need to be extra careful this time.
Miss, are you sure I shouldn't be the one doing this? I've mastered my arcane skill. I'll be able to protect myself.
No. Look at all the files here. They might give you a paper cut. It's an unacceptable risk for our astronaut. Even the slightest abrasion could explode under the pressure of liftoff. No need for concern. We've done the simulations and cross-checked the data thoroughly.
We think. I'm just kidding.
To aid in the disk's mental preparation, I even read Madame Lucy's speech and some Laplace essays on the scientification of arcane skills.
Hi, Mr. Bean. To aid in the disk's mental preparation.
But...
Hipparina.
Hisabeth's tone is formal, far more serious than she is known for in any other situation. Oh, shit.
Take the others behind the blast door.
Hipparina's back straightens.
I'll use my arcane skill to protect the field as much as I can. In order to maintain communication, you'll need to stay behind that door, or else the signal will be disrupted. But with my arcane skill, the risk should be minimal.
But if something goes wrong, what will you do?
I will take care of myself. The only thing I ask is that you pay close attention to what I do. Because in the worst case scenario, if you find yourself out there alone, you'll need to be able to perform this intuitively.
I don't know if I'm ready.
Maybe, but it's still too early to give up, little astronaut.
She gives her a gentle push on the shoulder, nudging her back. The automatic door begins to close.
But...
She doesn't finish her sentence before the doors shut completely.
Enough talking. We don't have time for any dramatic farewells. Wait, whose idea is this? Couldn't be Pointer's. She packs meticulously. Let me guess. Winsome?
She reads the words on the ID, smiling smugly at her confirmation.
I knew it. How is she gonna get back into the lab?
Before activating the disc, she hangs the unexpected find around her neck.
I'll just have to surprise her with it later.
In the empty meeting room, Ulrich and Winsong take up space on opposite sides of the door. No one feels like sitting at the uncomfortable conference table without a good reason.
Where would you place their odds? Perhaps more importantly, is there any guarantee the data they collect will elucidate meaningful truths behind the storm?
You know as well as I do, Laplace hasn't mastered the art of prediction. We don't offer guarantees. Besides, maybe our demon already knows how this all ends. But I'd rather not. Personally, I hate spoilers.
As do I.
Ulrich shrugs, about to continue the conversation by mentioning a neat bit of tech he's recently looked into, when a strange but familiar voice cuts in.
Slackers! Slackers!
Yes, I've found the room. Thank you.
Is that a fucking bird? Ulrich's voice modulator stutters for a moment before finally spitting out the name.
Is that Adler?
Adler?!
Mr. Ludwig?
Winsong looks stunned. Ulrich, clearly confused, flashes a giant exclamation mark. The raven perched on the monitor's head tilts its own in curiosity.
I'm glad to see you're so devoted to our research, and I thank you for your hard work.
What the fuck?!
I'm here to deliver the storm monitor on behalf of Madame Lucy.
When is he pullable?
Given our lack of resources and time, we were forced to modify an existing device to perform as our monitor.
It doesn't sound like Enigma.
It was originally a robotic assistant, something to set daily schedules and work reminders. You already noticed Adler's voice. It's synthetic, of course. His colleagues originally developed this machine for him as a humanitarian gesture.
Ah, yeah, okay.
It was trained to mimic his voice, an attempt to keep him social.
It's a fucking plushy bird, bro.
It ultimately proved ineffective in that role, so now it will serve as our monitor.
I understand. Given the circumstances, recycling resources is wise. Though I struggle to see how a robotic assistant could be a humanitarian gesture.
Your appreciation is noted, and I supposed you might. In fact, this vacation Madame Lucy sent you on to Plesetsk is a kind of humanitarian gesture on her part. Perhaps she hopes you'll gain a deeper understanding of the term.
The Raven, pleased with the silence, offers no further input. Winsong taps a few times on the monitor and smiles at her new discovery.
Mind if I take a closer look? Wow, there are a lot of voice packs programmed into this thing. How to temper steel. Madame Lucy's voice, I'd bet. And then what else is here? Sweetheart? The superstar? Oh, and Sputnik 1 too. Warm and fluffy company. Who could that be?
What a waste of time. Why would a monitor need a critter's voice in space?
Maybe they just put it in for fun. It could be useful to relieve a little stress. Oh, perfect timing. Hisabeth has entered the testing grounds.
What a great
Field
design.
report. I activated the disc, but it's not working. There must be an error in its incantation. Oh, the indicator is red. So then it must still be accumulating arcane energy. It may be calibrating its position within the range I set. But what about all this excess energy? I worry it might not just transport me, but half the office.
Any last words? If you explode, I call dibs on your fish.
Have some patience. It's doing something.
She shakes the disc once or twice, but when she stops, it continues to tremble. Violently. The entire office begins to rattle along with it. The fish in the eco-tank dart anxiously.
Bad news. I don't think any of those fish are gonna survive.
No, not the fish!
Safe journey.
Before the floor starts to ripple, the monitor scoots itself out into the hallway for safety. Winsong slams her back against the wall to steady herself. Looking up, she sees Ulrich's glass tank vibrating, its contents scattering into tiny particles.
Can hear you brainstorming, Ulrich. It's oddly literal.
The sound of shattering glass immediately has Winsong turn to her colleague, confirming that Ulrich is still secure inside his case. The noise appears to have come instead from a fish tank falling and...
Hey, what's that?
You know, Hisabeth, there's gentler ways to make an entrance.
I can't hear you.
The voices around her, whether in her headset or her ears, are garbled, twisted by the movement of space. Mid-air, Hisabeth adjusts her posture and lands squarely on the meeting table. Aside from the poor fish that were flung from their stone tank, it isn't the worst entrance. The fish flopping on the floor begin to slow, except the one that has landed fortuitously in Ulrich's tank.
Poor fish. I attempted to turn my aquarium into fireproof ceramic to keep it safe, but it looks like it just made it easier to shatter. Wait.
Mention of her arcane skill triggers a panic. She glances down at the object she'd been handing to Winsong. It's heavier than it should be. This must be Laplace's first ID badge with a ceramic strap.
Uh-oh, I forgot about this. Luckily, it didn't affect the card itself.
She blinks, letting the shimmer of her arcane skill fade.
That's a unique design. Thanks. It might make for a nice conversation piece.
Ulrich is busy saving the poor fish swimming atop his head, dropping it back into the tank.
Congratulations, Miss Hisabeth. Your results appear more than adequate. Indeed, you have exceeded my expectations.
Is that stuffy office talk for good job? Merci all the same.
Congrats. So does your success here mean my lovely apprentice has a chance to land back on Mother Earth safely?
More than a chance now. Though I'm afraid the adjustments we've made to the process will be impossible to replicate at scale.
Nonetheless, you've convinced me.
The Raven rolls toward them on its mechanical perch.
Your application for delayed evacuation is approved.
The cheers in Hisabeth's headset reach her before she's finished processing the words.
But I haven't even submitted it yet.
Well, you may submit it now.
So, that's why you're back here with that torn-up application form? I gotta tell you, it's impressive you managed to piece it back together.
All eyes fall on the thin sheet of paper held together with tape and barely legible.
At least I learned something from it.
Don't teleport paper products without a protective sheet.
They seem so close to success. I will keep training. I need to stay at my best for our lunch day.
Voyager taps Kipperina on the shoulder, doing her best to express her opinion.
I know. I won't push myself too hard. Thanks, Voyager.
Aww.
We don't have much time left. Remember to rest too while you still can. You should take a day off. Consider it a celebration of our successful experiment.
Actually, I believe Miss Isabeth already has plans for me. We still have a lot of work to do.
Kipperina holds her stare on the pondering researcher, expectantly seeking her input.
Plans? Yes, that we do. I need to train you to use the monitor. You will have to confirm the final coordinates on the disk and be able to perform the final safety checks before launching. Oh, I think it may be necessary to implement a particular procedure that Ludwig mentioned.
Oh, shit.
A humanitarian vacation.
Wherever oh, I didn't read Concerto. Hissing snakes, crackling sparks, measuring tapes, a crow, and a glass fish tank. A mess, but full of life and sound. Alright, wherever spring stays. I have seen many kinds of flowers in small towns and laboratories on hurried journeys. They bloom so well and so fragrantly. "29 hours before the storm." Plessis, Mirny, whatever the name, the towns surrounding the— Hey, come on, I wasn't done! Surrounding the Cosmodrome look more or less the same. They were built to support the nearby research facilities and fall silent along with them. A single snowflake goes unnoticed in the vast white, melting into hot breath.
Allow me. These should be the lost boxes.
Leave them, miss. Just tell us which ones should be moved and we'll take care of them. We all got our own jobs to do.
The young soldier bends down ahead of Pointer, loading the boxes into the truck one by one with practiced speed. Pointer checks the list in her hands and gives a nod. Correct quantity. The second to last batch of supplies is now loaded.
Will you leave with the others tomorrow? Or are you staying on until the final evacuation?
Our orders are to evacuate to Xeno's nearest base tomorrow. How about you? We were responsible for escorting the last staff members from the Plesset's Cosmodrome. That place should be empty now, shouldn't it? An evacuation like this has to be for something big. I'm sure you know better than I do. If you can, miss, find somewhere safe. ASAP.
I'm leaving Mirny tonight, just as soon as I help finish with the evacuation. There are fewer troops around now. Have there been any further orders?
Some were sent to clear the roads. There's been more critters blocking the way lately. I guess the others were assigned to an urgent support mission. So it's just the rookies like me left.
Evacuations can be dangerous. A job like this shouldn't be left to new recruits.
You think so? Honestly, I was hoping for a little challenge. But we're soldiers, we follow orders.
The engine roars to life, sending up a small flurry of snow from its undercarriage.
Do you need a lift?
Thanks, but I'm going back to check on the evacuation. Be safe.
The truck disappears down the slush-covered road, carved through the snow. Pointer heads in the opposite direction, further into town.
So, this is our humanitarian vacation here? An open mining pit?
You've got it. It's nearby and easy to reach. I can't see a reason why we shouldn't come check it out. The only problem is I got the timing a little off. But just you wait. It won't be long now before the Aurora shows up.
She tosses a pebble toward the pit. It vanishes into the dark.
We've recruited a great team from Laplace and the Foundation and worked out the kinks of our teleport disk. If we can just manage to collect some useful data, our future could be brighter than any Aurora.
I hate to be negative at a time like this, but this is still a big gamble.
But we want big today. Didn't you join us to bring about a better future? Just think. Our achievements on this project could pave the way to a promotion or at least a transfer.
Don't try to butter me up with promotion talk. Anyway, it's bad luck to talk like that right before a mission. Worse than bad luck, it's cliché. Strangers coming together to do great deeds, risking mortal peril for the good of humanity. Now, just before the climax, we'll start talking about their motivations and backstories. All to give the story a twist. When someone bites it in the last act, and then the whole gang is haunted by their last moments of peace together.
Oh god, he's genre savvy!
Oh, there's a theory about that. What is it called again? Right. Quantum entanglement.
Outer Wilds fucking mentioned?
Where I'm from, there's a book called I Ching that has a similar idea. That the things we do are mirrored in faraway places.
After turning several near-identical corners, Pointer reaches her destination. A small group of people has gathered by the roadside. The moment they spot her, their wind-chapped faces break into smiles.
How are things proceeding? I'm here to perform a final check on the evacuation.
It's going well. We're all ready to leave. It's just these flowers. We thought about planting them somewhere just so we don't need to carry them, but with the soil frozen over.
Flowers?
Yes, you know, from the seeds you gave us. My daughter planted them just for fun, but they really thrived.
Oh, thank you, Wild Things! A little girl bundled in thick winter clothes hoists up her box of treasures to Pointer, several tall, potted sunflowers.
Mommy said it's really, really difficult. It's a miracle. Miss, but you and I did it together.
Yes. I suppose it indeed appears miraculous. But how are you going to take them with you? I think it will be a bit too heavy to carry on the road.
We've given away the rest to some of our neighbors. But these are the ones that bloomed the best. It hurts to think we'd just leave them here to die. It's so cold now, and it's getting hard to find food. We know we have to evacuate soon, but no one has told us where we're going or what's next. Despite all the hardship, these seeds you gave us somehow managed to bloom under my daughter's care. Look, they're absolutely radiant. If even these little flowers are ready to fight to survive, how can we give up?
The townspeople around her chime in, and the girl beams even brighter, holding the box tight in her arms.
That's true.
She wants to tell them to save their space and energy for more important supplies. The seeds were a gift from Windsong, likely altered through an arcane skill, perhaps already adapted to grow in permafrost. But at this moment, it doesn't seem right to judge these flowers that hold meaning for others.
Thank you. I'm not aware of the local species of flowers here, but I'm certain all the same that these are the most beautiful flowers in Murney. I hope you can find a way to take them with you.
Watching the golden hue of the sunflowers fade into the distance, Pointer steps back onto the street. She will check on the vehicle she parked earlier, take one final patrol, and then leave without looking back. Oh, thanks, Wild Things. I hope your day goes a little bit better. Hi, Avian Thulium. Yet Myrni is in fact just large enough for chance encounters to still occur.
Hey, am I seeing things? Pointer?
The fuck is he wearing? The glint of a Laplace uniform blends into the snow, and she squints until she recognizes the waving figure.
Oh, hey. Weren't you on vacation? Why are you back here with the evacuation team?
Well, I had nothing else to do anyway, and we need all the help we can get. Did you hear? There's still a team at Plesetsk. Ludwig even approved a delayed evacuation for them. I guess they're planning to stay to the very last moment. Can you believe that?
Ludwig actually approved it. They are going to stay in the Cosmodrome?
The news is nothing like she expected. Her voice rises in shock.
Unbelievable, right? That takes a lot of guts. Who would have guessed we had people like that here at Laplace? If you've got time, maybe you should go check on them. See if you can talk some sense into them.
He aims to pat her shoulder, but considering her mechanical components, he lowers his hand halfway.
Anyway, I have a street of houses to check one by one for stragglers, so I've got to get back to it. Oh, it's freezing cold out there. Don't forget to check the components. I'll catch up with you when we get back to the branch.
She once hoped that Ludwig would shut down this absurd plan, a mission with far greater odds of failure than achieving any meaningful goal. But she should have known better. Laplace is filled with the most stubborn people imaginable. They would never give up, no matter how many obstacles stand in their way. The storm is coming. What else is left for her to do? Pointer looks in the direction of the Cosmodrome, the buildings obscured by a swirling sheet of white.
Everything is made of atoms. From afar, Mount Taihang is like a grindstone. The Yellow River is like a belt. And all these things are but dust. In other words, maybe the reason why we are here is only a complete coincidence.
Hold it. Let's just get back to the topic at hand. I think I'm allergic to poetry.
Oh, I want to hear the rest. Would you please let him finish?
No way. I think I'd rather take a chance on that lethal backstory cliché. How about you start us off?
The little snakes tilt their heads in unison. Every eye lands inquisitively on name day. He almost wishes for a petrification spell to hit himself.
Sure, what do you want to know? Are you curious about why I chose our loose yet ambitious team?
Loose yet ambitious. That's a good description. You brought it up, now spit it out, and make it simple.
Maybe I shouldn't have oversold it. I just think you have a good plan. What if this works? What if we do this and it changes the world? And I could be a part of that. It's a tempting thought, don't you think? I just don't want to see another place I hold dear lost to the storm.
So you mean it was for your hometown?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Isn't your homeland still here in this era?
More often than not, Kiparina chooses to listen and wait. She seldom inserts herself into conversations.
Have you just accepted the fact that it will disappear? Again?
He shakes his head.
My home isn't in this era. Maybe the names are the same. Same old familiar buildings, but nothing that matters to me. What's gone is gone. Don't feel bad for me, though. Now I have my own portable hometown.
Aww. He raises a finger and taps the little ornament dangling on his ear.
Hey, I always figured you kept that around in case you needed some quick cash. You know, like those pirates that had coin earrings.
Oh, no. My brother said he would kill me if I gave this away.
Oh, he's got a brother!
It's meant to be for the last living child, a family heirloom of sorts. If I lost it, I think my family would crawl out of their graves and haunt me. If they had graves. Still, if I was in dire need.
Family. The word stirs emotions in all those listening. Kiparina lowers her head, trying to hide her expression.
Alia family?
Aww! She points to the ground, doing her best to respond with the words she's learned, even if the meaning is slightly off.
No, Voyager. This is not my family. They're in Utuniaya. These are my friends.
Friends?
She knows this word, but until now she only used it to describe Kiparina. For Kiparina, it's a word that breaks down barriers and opens doors.
You told me that as long as there are living people to remember what has been, that what we're doing will be worthwhile. I've tried to accept that, but I still can't. What has been? It's not just an old building or some candy in a store. It's the place I grew up and the people I love that will be taken away. It's everything in my life. It is my life. I know I must accept it. That I can do nothing but accept it. But But how can I ever accept it?
Another long silence. Everyone standing here has a reason to keep going, reason strong enough to chase the absurd. In other words, no one here knows the real answer. Man! Can you imagine? Can you imagine knowing that everyone you love is going to fucking die and there's nothing you can do about it? And the only thing that's within your power is to help research to see if it can be reversed or make sure it can never happen again. Messed up, bro.
Oh, I got it now.
What the fuck are you? Everyone listen up, it's time to pull out. That fucking Baymax? Oh, I was supposed to use mental characters here. I always forget if they're mental. I think it's a mental team. It's a mental team, right?
It could be.
It doesn't matter.
A good point.
We're heavily
Time
overpowered.
to check my calculation.
Taking another look. The benefits of field mapping.
Victory. Okay.
Not even die, just disappear. You can't have a proper grave for them, just your memory. Exactly. Oh, the Aurora. We who chase the stars, those who departed from home are now wandering through tales. The hardest person to convince is often yourself. Sensing Kipperina's disappointment, Name Day finally speaks up.
About that.
I don't know.
The blunt reply causes him to bite his tongue and listen.
When I heard about my parents' death, I was just stepping onto the bus to Laplace. I felt like I had no time to even think about it. I guess I mistook that for acceptance. After all, there's nothing I could do to change it. Then about 3 months later, I broke my pen while writing a research log. I cried for 40 hours. 40 hours. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm grateful my roommate didn't have me commit it.
Delayed grief is a bitch.
Was it your parents' pen?
The very idea of Hisabeth crying seems almost impossible to imagine. She cuts off the thought before it turns impolite.
Nah, just an ordinary Laplace office pen. They give them out by the boxload. But back home, when I broke something, my parents would tease me for being careless. And then we would find a new one together. You can't really accept a thing like this. The only thing you can do is put your pain aside and find something to do with yourself. Even if it's just making a ball of tape. Just wrap a ball round and round over and over until you've forgotten what it even looked like inside.
Maybe that is something I can try.
The little astronaut nods solemnly.
Cool, you should. I'm speaking from experience. You know, when you're young, everything bad seems like the end of the world. Forgetting your homework might as well be the apocalypse.
She's right. Name Day swallows the words he had meant to use to lighten the mood. He's heard enough of them before. He's even asked himself the same.
Are you going home, Mr. Raccoon?
August!
No. I'm heading out for a mission.
Vila said it's a time that you're familiar with. But that you didn't ever plan on going back. I know Vila had another home before she moved to Rayashki. You must have one too. What was it like? Does it snow there?
Yes, it snowed there. So much that it made the trees sag and covered up your footprints as soon as you've walked past. When the Volkov froze over, my sister and I would go and fish from holes we cut in the ice.
Comrade Pasuno once fell in the ice doing that. We didn't see him at school for weeks.
Playing on the ice can be dangerous, little August.
Legend has it that girls who drown become Rusalki. He asked Vila once, and she confirmed it was only a myth. Most stories are like that, heavily embellished in the retelling. To hold the boy's drifting thoughts or rein in his own memories, he squats down until his head is level with the sunflower.
But it's all gone now. no matter the era. Even if I went back to that little dot on the map, it would never be the same.
Like Ryashki.
Just like Ryashki.
Another patch of land whose story was lost to the storm, remembered only by the few lucky enough to have lived there. He tries to pull the topic back before it veers somewhere neither of them can handle.
Поэтому мы должны выжить.
That is why
И
you must stay
потом
alive.
всё встанет на
Then things
круги
will work
свои.
out someday.
Леня, держись. Жизнь — это очень важная
Leonia,
вещь.
stay alive. That's the most important thing.
Иди.
Keep
Следуй
going.
тому
Follow
маршруту,
the route I
который я
told
тебе
you.
дал.
Never look
Никогда
back.
не оглядывайся назад.
Being certified as capable for an independent field mission means you're an official Foundation member. Congrats in advance. Most people here use an alias, though it's all up to you. Just make sure you pick a good one. It's not easy to change once it's confirmed.
I see. Thank you for telling me.
Oh, Leonid is his name. The day he left home came close to another date soon to be celebrated. That's it. He hands over his application form.
Let me check. All right, no problemo. The storm has made everyone's life harder here. The Foundation is always in need of more manpower, and in need of honest men like you, even more so.
He's so cute.
Welcome to the St. Pablo Foundation Far East Branch, Mr. Nameday.
A name means existence. What is hard to accept? Knowing that your city can't be found on any map, or that city still shares its name but has changed entirely. He's tried before, but his arcane skill doesn't work on living beings. That fleeting glow he remembers is probably just an illusion.
You're thinking about something. Missing your home again, yes? It's okay. Vila said as long as we pay attention in class and keep learning, we will be able to rebuild Ryashki in the future.
Vila's such a good teacher, bro.
We will rebuild it as long as each and every comrade keeps that goal in their mind. And I will never forget.
The sunflower tilts its head. The boy mimics it, then he pats his friend's shoulder, offering a little encouragement.
This Bravisha Tavarishinot.
You can do it, Comrade Raccoon.
Большое спасибо, товарищ Август.
Thank you very, very much, Comrade August. Name Day is still lost in thought as the aurora begins to spill across the sky. It follows its own patterns, constant and resplendent, existing without the need for names. Nothing in nature is made for humanity.
Come here, Alia. You can have the best seat.
Oh, I think for now I'd prefer to be called Kibarina.
She mutters something more under her breath, but still finds herself sitting in the offered spot.
Hurry up. You don't get an aurora like this every night. You need those charged particles up there for your arcane skill.
I thought we were here for a vacation.
It can be more than one thing. You do need this, though.
She finds a suitable rock to sit on and brushes the dust off the stones beside her for Kiparina and Voyager.
Stay calm. Walking in space is definitely going to be easier than walking a tightrope. There's no absolute direction up there. Up or down depends on the reference you choose. In short, there's no falling down.
Kiparina nods seriously.
Tomorrow? No, the day after tomorrow. I'll be up there, drifting above the earth with the stars. I wonder if they'll feel warm to the touch.
Whether from nerves or the night wind, she shivers. Hisabeth opens her arms wide to pull both girls into a huddle.
The night is so cold. Back with the Utreniaya. On nights like this, I would sneak into the pens and sleep beside Masha, the bear cub I took care of. She was so warm to cuddle. And now I'm here huddled with all of you. Oh, sorry. I'm not suggesting you remind me of bears. It just feels safe.
There were times during the coldest winter nights that my siblings and I would cuddle up with the stray dogs to keep ourselves warm.
Hold on. You people don't just hibernate through the winter? You're missing out.
This is the first time their little team has sat together without the mission on their minds, chatting instead about past lives and faraway memories. Before she realizes it, sleepiness sneaks up on Kipperina. She stands to shake off her sudden drowsiness, and Hisabeth rises with her.
All right, we should head back. We don't want our little astronaut to be too tired.
Hey, you think I don't see what you're doing? You haven't told us your story yet. It's been on my mind since I first got here. Why would you do all this? You don't strike me as the hopeless dreamer type.
I don't? Well, I should make more of an effort to match the stereotype.
She tilts her head just enough to catch the dozing little snake and nudge it back onto her shoulder.
It's not so dreamy, though. I just want to know the answers. Where do we come from and how things will end? What, not convincing enough? Perhaps you want something more in-depth? Way back when, before all this, Pointer and I were being driven mad by work. We would walk out here and there was something she would say to me.
She narrows her eyes, watching the shifting curtains of light with interest. High-energy solar particles, shaped by Earth's magnetic field, dance across the sky in colors visible to the naked eye. If you listen closely, you might even hear their faint crackling.
Language is a tool that permits us to describe how the universe was created and how it will end. Through it, we reflect on our existence. In order to understand eternity, we must first understand death and impermanence.
After a small shake of her head, she regains her usual casual tone.
What do you think? Good impression of her, no? Everyone says it's my best.
The aurora hanging high above the sky shines down at the people below. Brilliant beams fall, blurring the edge between snow and sky, and softening every expression into something unreadable. Hisabeth's voice feels like it's coming from far away.
Tomorrow might be our last free day before the storm. I guess it's fitting then to ask the age-old question. If tomorrow was the last day of your life, what would you do?
Dude, I'm nervous for these guys, man. No spoilers. I don't want any spoilers, but I'm fucking nervous for these guys. Why is the next chapter called Time to Say Goodbye? Cabinet of Wishes. New Year's wishes made when the Kremlin's bells ring are kept here, ready to be laughed at next year. Become director, drink endless wine, succeed in projects. World peace, conquer the galaxy, go home for a visit. Live to see next year, touch Mars with your own hands, establish relations with alien life. Grow flowers in Siberia, free yourself from material needs, become a true engineer. Defeat death, marry Anastasia, witness history. Time to say goodbye. We can never find the perfect moment. Alright. It is ad break time. I'm not, don't know how ads work. I just take a break for 3 minutes. So, if you get caught in ads, you don't miss anything. I'll see you in 3. What do I got here? I should probably grab this so I don't have to get it later. Well, I could, but also, I mean, we still have like a week. I still have farming to do. Fucking bunny jump scare. Oh, we got just enough. Look at that. Oh, no, it's 180. Sorry, I play so I'm so fucking gotcha pilled. I constantly forget how much what costs. Everybody there is pullable, but that doesn't mean anything here, right? I mean, Pointer isn't pullable. But also, do we have any dead playable characters? Geo kind of like disappeared at the end of her arc. She kind of like sacrificed herself to save the village.
You and I have a contract.
But basically because she fucked up the village in the first place, like the reason why the village was in turmoil was because she was stupid. Hey Blast Fight, thank you for the resub. 5 months. Cool. Yeah, everyone here's alive. I'm just scrolling through, seeing if anybody here's died. Yeah, I don't think anyone's died. I really love this arrow skin. This arrow skin's so good.
Squat down when you're before me.
The fucking
Do not
metal
make me
beard.
look up. That's so very disrespectful to a lord.
Well, I mean, Poltergeist! Technically,
welcome to my place.
she's dead.
We can play together here.
Cause she is a drowning, she is a drowning, but she died. But, like, she's already dead. So I don't think that counts. Yeah, I don't think anybody here's died. I guess you're right. I guess they don't kill off playable characters. They kill off a lot of people, but not the playable characters. Dead by technicality. Oh yeah. Welcome back, everybody. Time to say goodbye. We can never find the perfect moment. That's not to say that Pointer will die. We have a lot of NPCs that are alive as well. But there are NPCs who die. 17 hours before the storm. The lizard shows up every Chinese New Year, though. They wouldn't do that to us, right? Little mascot guy? The little soon-to-be astronaut stands before the heavy blast door and presses her finger against the scanner. Just like several months before, she walks the quiet corridor on the way to her training.
Do everything we can. And do my best. Leave no regrets. That's why I have to finish my training.
The closer she gets to the end, the more nerves take hold. So she looks for comfort in steady, familiar routines.
Raz, dva, три.
She finishes her count silently. Right on cue, the blast doors slide open. Let's see. We can do our. Oh wait, you know what? We can do a J team, because those are always really fucking funny. Look, I built Miss New Babel before it was cool, okay? I just want the record to show that. I want the record to show that.
Playtime, boys and girls.
I'm going to perform better in this simulation than ever before.
A brave decision.
Wait, fuck, who goes first? Pretty sure it's Jay who goes first.
Or maybe
Andy.
Down.
Ah!
Don't take it on step.
I'm an artist with steel.
Walking training.
Can I get an AoE attack, maybe? No one wants to AoE attack. Come on. Please, it'll be so funny. Please.
Hold your breath.
Pause.
No such luck.
Let me help. Please.
Long admonition and occasional indulgence.
Oh, there we go.
Walking training.
Get his ass. That's it. Don't stop now. Memorize every step as you go. I don't like how the planets look fragmented, actually. Hang on. I just realized that. I don't like it.
Or maybe take a deep breath.
After command. Sharp blade.
Down.
Like yarka, it's your floor.
Walking training.
Everyone has their own destination.
Oh shit, I fucked it up.
Rules.
Walking training.
Wait, no I didn't. We're fine.
Walking training.
He's so funny. Alright, nicely done. Now we'll move on to zero gravity training.
As long as I've got you at my side, I've got nothing to worry about.
The weightlessness calms her. Compared to the other simulated operations, arcane skill practice, and centrifuge spins, this is her favorite routine. It's like walking a tightrope, but without the fear of falling. With gravity out of the picture, the sky itself feels reachable, the world stretching out like a velvet blanket around her. If this is the last day of my life, how can I prove that I was here in this world, with my name, my memories? I remember what they called me.
Alina Medvedeva, the girl like a bear.
Thank you for the
You must have a
resub,
proper
BG.
stage
60 months.
name for your performance. Kiparina.
Oh!
What do you think?
He was so young!
Natalia and I decided on it together. She's a clever one, always reading the latest astrological lectures. It's from a place in the stars. Kuiper, she calls it.
Oh.
Some asteroid belt made of ice.
That's where that comes from.
This is because to us, you are a gift from the stars.
Aww! He lifts her high, steady and secure. To a child, it feels like flying. So close to a starry sky built from light bulbs and canvas.
Mr. Kozlov. Mrs. Kozlova.
We're leaving tonight. Why all the rush? Let's wait one day later, or maybe two. Why don't we ask that Laplace lady to see Ali again?
I am sure she's too busy. But look, everyone's leaving town. Something must be happening.
Are people out evacuating them too? He gestures to a place out in the distance, the dimly lit cosmodrome barely visible against the night sky.
She'll be safe there. Didn't you hear them say that? Laplace's building will be the last to fall, even if the whole world comes to an end. What we must do then is keep ourselves safe. That way, someday in the future, we will have the chance to see her again, sitting in the audience, clapping for us until her hands are red.
My big bear wants to pretend he doesn't have a heart. I know you miss her as much as I do.
Of course, but I must stay in control of myself. Maybe we can put something on the signboard. A circle, like her space helmet. You know that signboard hasn't been changed since my Dedushka was the ringmaster. What a change it will be.
Natalia frowns as she struggles with the knots on their luggage, but straightens up when she hears the comment.
Yes, and we will add some stars and spaceships. I'll paint them on once we're set up in Moscow. Oh, and don't forget to take down their address so we can send things to her.
You think I didn't do that the minute we came here? Natalia, you're showing so much concern. What happened to my carefree circus wife?
It's just that there's nothing else I can do.
She pats the package beside her, a few neatly wrapped dolls and a set of freshly cleaned costumes.
We've always been there for her. Now she's alone and far from us. Who will care for her now?
It is how it must be. We cannot be there for her forever.
Dude, I hope they make it out in time.
You can't do this your whole life. Audiences come to watch an acrobat fly, but they also come to see if they will fall. Most people would never dare to walk on a tightrope. They pay to see people do the thrilling things that they would never do themselves. But it is a dangerous business. I often wish that you will one day find a safer way to live than this.
Неужели ходить по
walking on the
земле
ground really any safer?
действительно безопаснее? Сколько я проживу?
How long will my life be?
8 лет.
8 years? 10 years?
15.
15
И
years?
что потом?
What's next?
Сколько лет
When will it
мне
end?
осталось?
Time never ends. It's a concept, and there are many explanations for it. One suggests that since the whole world is made of particles, including our brains, then our minds too can be calculated, so that everything that's happening or about to happen can be predicted. Past, present, future. All that ever was and is, and ever will be, was destined from the moment the universe began. Each moment like a knot on a string that's already been tied. Our lives just moving along a fixed track from birth to death. Then there is another. The theory that none of this is really happening at all. That all perception is illusion. Only the present exists, and only for as long as we are experiencing it. If you ask me to choose, I prefer the first one.
It's not like a tightrope then. When I walk on the rope, I don't see past and future. I only feel what is happening right now. For example, these lights make my palms feel hot and warm, but the stones beneath me are cold.
Cool. Sounds like you favor the second theory. But it doesn't matter which side you're on. There's one thing both have in common. Our existence, whatever you make of it, is just a fleeting moment in time.
But those countless moments string together into eternity. I'm small to the universe, just a person. But I'm a part of Utranyaya, which is bigger than myself. We belong to a people, a country, a planet, and a galaxy. Maybe that's how we share in eternity, by existing as part of it. Each one of us, no matter how small, takes part in creating the universe.
The researcher widens her eyes in brief surprise, but just as soon returns to her usual confident and breezy smile.
You got it. When we learn all the rules that govern our universe, we'll be able to predict all that is to come. We'll be able to survive without superstition and fear of the unknown.
Выжить.
Survive.
Это легче сказать,
That's
чем
easier said than
сделать.
done.
А что, если у нас завтра не
If we fail
получится?
tomorrow,
Шторм смоет все, что
the
мы
storm will
здесь
wash away
сделали,
all that we've done here,
и все, что я
everything I've ever
когда-нибудь
known.
могла бы знать. И все, что останется,
The only trace of it will be that recording,
запись,
stuffed away in some
хранящаяся
dusty
в пыльном
cabinet in the
кабинете
foundation.
Foundation. И если так,
Even
я
so, I hope
надеюсь,
one day when they
однажды они
mention me,
вспомнят обо
they
мне,
will look up at the sky and
поднимут
say,
глаза в небо и скажут: смелый, молодой
a brave young
космонавт
astronaut
однажды
walked
ходил
among the
среди
stars.
звезд.
It's not about Mr. Kozlov's wishes for Alia, nor about her friend's
И она,
expectations for Kiprina.
Алина Медведева,
And she,
сделала этот
Alina,
выбор
made
сама.
the choice to go herself. Natalia returns to the tent to retrieve the last few boxes of clothes, while Mr. Kozlov is busy tightening the ropes on the luggage. There's a lot to pack. He tugs hard at the rope, tying the dolls Kiprina left behind safely into a bundle, muttering the rest of what he didn't get to say earlier.
Children grow up, adults grow old, and then we die. So what's the use in worrying? All that matters is our Alia will be safe.
Mr. Kozlov, you should have already left. The longer you wait to leave, the more dangerous it will be.
The man is startled. He's not good at dealing with researchers, and he never expected to run into one on the empty streets so late at night.
Is there something wrong, then? We are ready to go, as you can see. We're all packed up.
He motions to the stacked boxes behind him, his tone on the brink of pleading.
No, nothing to be concerned with for now. But we need you to follow the evacuation notice for your safety. Keep your passes with you. You may need to show the soldiers on the road ahead. And please take care. The snowfall is getting heavier.
Sure, but if you don't mind my asking, is Alia all right? How is she? How is her training? Sorry, it's just... I know that she's a good girl, but I'm afraid she'll push herself too much. She's always been so diligent.
You have nothing to worry about. Kipparina is a very disciplined and intelligent young woman. We've been most impressed with her work. I believe that she could have a very promising future with Laplace.
The fatigue on his face eases a bit, and some pride returns to him, the pride of a ringmaster.
Promising? I knew it. My Alia is a promising candidate for Laplace. When we first found her in Murmansk, she was just an orphaned babe. And now, see how wonderful she has become.
I believe I understand. Time really does fly, doesn't it?
Thank you for telling me about her. I've wanted to pay her a visit, but I don't want to bother her. And I also don't think she wants to see an old man cry.
Mobius, you can say the word kill.
But if you say she is doing well, this is enough for me. But I must ask, miss, why are you still in town? Aren't you going to be busy with the launch soon?
Pointer follows his eyes as he casts a look down the street. Bright fluorescent lights illuminate snow that swirls as it falls. The snow falls on both of their shoulders. It melts on Mr. Kozlov, but it settles in layers on Pointer's metallic frame.
I'm here to see if we missed anything.
Chapter 16, What's About Time? It's just the inconvenience caused by instant noodles, vegetable packets, and some time theory yet to be debunked. You and I both understand. IT-87 Mirny, 14 hours before the storm. The lighting softens some of the chill, adding a touch of life to the empty tables and chairs. The owner reaches out from behind the counter, pushing over a steaming cup and a small porcelain plate, packed to the brim with gingerbread.
Sorry, miss, but we've already packed everything away. I am leaving on the last truck tomorrow morning. There was still some fresh food around yesterday, but today I've got nothing. All I can offer you is a mug of boiled water and some gingerbread.
That will be enough. Thanks.
She got here a little late. This is the last place in town with a light on. The owner rummages around for a while and manages to find a bucket of instant noodles and some other homemade treats. Hey, thank you, Tom, for the follow. Welcome to the channel. She bites into a gingerbread cookie, and the soothing spice and sweetness lingering on her. Lingering on her sensors.
Wow, this gingerbread tastes amazing.
You bet. I'm originally from Novomoskovsk. We're famous for it. I think I told your friend the story last time she was here. I am no good with hammers or rocks, but I know food, and the miners always work up a healthy appetite. My friend, Raisa, makes much better gingerbread than I do. Sometimes I think the only reason people eat here is for the conversation.
Oh, sorry, welcome to chat. I read Pointer as printer. Yeah,
the
it's fair.
winter chill keeps everyone huddled inside. So, what else can you do but talk the long nights away?
It is good to have someone to talk to. Still, I'm curious why you decided to stick around until the last minute.
I'm in no rush. No one's bothered to explain why it is we have to evacuate, so I'll let all the young folks with something to live for get out first.
Damn.
Could I ask you a question as well?
Sure. But I can't guarantee I'll have an answer.
It's only that my friend lived in a town a lot like this. A mining town. They had their own big shots running things there too. In her last letter, She told me that those big shots were talking about evacuating them. Then... nothing.
Shit.
It's been years, and I haven't heard from her since.
The description seems eerily familiar. Before she can say the name of the town, the owner shakes his head.
Forget it, miss. It's a small town. I doubt you or anyone knows what really happened there. I often wonder where she is now. Or if she's even alive. But I hope that I will see her again someday.
Yeah, Ryashki, for sure. It's the kind of question that can't be answered. The town she's thinking of no longer exists. But she believes people need something to believe in.
Sorry. I really don't know. Perhaps they did evacuate. But relocation can be complicated. It can take years. Maybe you'll hear from her again when she settles down.
Yes, that's true. These things take time. Well, at least I can sleep at night.
The owner turns back to his packing, leaving her alone. She takes a moment to examine the restaurant. In the vase atop the cabinet, a flower droops slightly, its color a bright golden yellow.
Sunflowers.
The seeds given away so casually like they meant nothing are now blooming in corners everywhere. There are still some ingredients on the shelves that haven't been packed, sealed bags and cans, each occupying a small space.
Freeze-dried apples. And...
She attempts to scan their descriptions, but in the poor lighting, it's a lost cause.
Oh, I forgot to pack those. It's amazing, isn't it, when you think about it? Even here in the far north, we can get fresh fruit and vegetables. I guess this technology was invented to make food for cosmonauts. But now people in Myrni get to enjoy it too. The benefits of science. You can take some if you like. I have no room for them.
Pointer stares at the freeze-dried food on the shelf, momentarily dazed. The research she once worked hard on, once thought meaningless, had found its way into daily life.
Thank you. I'll be fine with just this. You've actually already helped me out a lot.
She tears open the instant noodle packet.
No veggie packets. Huh. Can my day get any worse?
They act as if all of their essential and valuable consumer technology just popped up out of nowhere. To think that aerospace engineering has less to contribute than their other projects? Mad! They wouldn't even have vegetable packets in their instant noodles without us.
Things close by, solid and clear in texture, undeniable proof of existence. She has always valued what can be felt and touched.
Come on, pull yourself together, Pointer. We don't buy into karma. This is only another damn coincidence.
What price are you willing to pay for that answer? This might be the most irrational decision she's ever made. Having made up her mind, she begins her battle with the bucket of noodles in front of her.
Tastes awful.
13 hours before the storm.
Final check. Spaceship?
We've run a full diagnostic check. All components are operational. We are fully fueled, and we even installed that new installation you invented.
Data monitoring and communication systems?
Check. All systems are functional, including the backups.
Astronaut status?
I'm all checked out too. My arcane skill energy level, physical and mental status, and the integrity of my spacesuit are all within your parameters.
Is there anything else we've missed? Anything at all?
She scans each person one by one until settling on the girl with curiosity burning in her eyes.
Ah, what about our special humanitarian support staff? Maybe we should give her a check too. Alright, dismissed. I'll see
Okay,
you
I
at the
guess she's
launch
doing
bay
good.
doors in 3 hours. Now everyone, cool off a bit. We need to decompress before the action starts. Stay in touch via your communicators. I need everyone frosty. We're in the last mile now. There are still some things left to be checked through. If only we had more help.
As the others trickle out, Hisabeth's final inspection comes to an end. I can't talk today. She opens the drawer of her desk, stuffs the card lying in the corner into her pocket, and locks the door behind her. The snow is trampled into muddy slush again and again, then flattened back into white. Pointer steps carefully, trying to follow footprints and tire tracks that haven't yet been covered. There are no more voices in the town. Stripped of its adornments, Myrni is now cold bricks, scarred wood, and stained signs. Boots and wheels once ground its days and nights into something solid. The circus lights, the scent of food from the restaurant, the sliver of the researchers' uniforms, and the occasional flash of gray plaid all once decorated it and made it worth remembering. Now it is a nameless ghost town, one of countless others.
Myrni is so cold even in the daylight. At least the evacuation has gone smoothly.
No sooner has she said this than she notices a figure near the entrance of a shop. Some flustered critter had wandered into the town and met its end. The soldiers likely didn't have time to deal with it properly and left its body in the snow. The wild dogs, drawn by the faint scent of blood, arrived to enjoy a feast.
Well, that's a security risk.
She calculates the best angle for a clean attack and starts to move. Yeah!
Hey, hello there.
That's not a fucking dog! What kind of dog is that? Surely those keen little noses of yours should have smelled the rain coming by now. Off you go now, pups. That ain't a fucking dog.
Be serious. Safe, move your legs. A bloody handprint on broken glass. Classic. Say hello. Go, go.
You don't bite, it don't bite. Yeah, you fucking do.
Come on, stand up. There's one more round.
Scamper off and don't come back. I don't have time for another round.
The blood on her soles has been mixed with the snow, forming into icy red shards. Behind her, a trail of murky prints leads off across the snow. Like red ribbons tied to trees marking a trail, this crimson path winds toward where the vehicle had been parked last night.
I don't really know how much time I have left at all. These storm predictions are based on fluctuations in arcane energy levels. There's even a chance that this won't be the storm at all. Just some kind of arcane phenomenon. No matter what the case may be, I can't afford an odyssey at a time like this. I have to get to the Cosmodrome. ASAP.
Hisabeth runs through delicate calibrations of all the equipment in the room. The snakes tilt their heads, thoroughly distracted by the many blinking prompts on the screen. To focus, she tries turning noise in her head into spoken words.
Arcane energy fluctuations aren't a perfect method of predicting the storm. What if all these fluctuations are something else? Something like that girl. Voyager, a mysterious girl with unbelievable power. I should let the Foundation handle this. I can't force her to join in and experiment against her will. There are too many redundant steps in the launching system. We need to streamline them if we're going to make our deadline.
She presses down firmly on the fingerprint scanner, keeping her tone civil through gritted teeth.
Aren't those steps important for safety?
Yeah, probably. But the process is too complicated. I think Pointer was the only one that ever managed to remember each step in order.
Oh, so now you are thinking of her again.
Yeah, whatever. I could use another hand is all. She's probably still in the branch building, busy with her own stuff. Besides...
Hey, you hear that?
Hurried footsteps approach the launch bay.
It's an intruder! Hurry! We've got to stop them!
The little snake's mouth is pinched shut, and the room falls silent. She listens closely to the increasingly urgent steps.
Effortless steps from a tall figure, with a tendency to lean forward. Sounds familiar. Could it be Windsong? Did she leave something behind again?
The figure that bursts into the room is unmistakably familiar. Unexpected, yet somehow inevitable. Her gaydar was going off. She had to come home. I'm kidding. Or am I? The measure of a melusine. The little snakes eagerly flick their tongues at you, warm like another burning heart. Pointer is visibly winded. Her vehicle couldn't drive into the inner perimeter of the launch bay, so she had to run the last stretch. But she has to make the most of her time. She came back to say what needed to be said. Hisabeth speaks first.
Are you alright? You look like you haven't slept in days. How many times have I told you that research requires a healthy body and mind? You need sleep.
I'm here for...
Just so you know, I've got no time to help with whatever you're working on, and we're finishing this project, no matter what you say. Oh, let me guess, you're here for the car? Yes, I've used it a few times, took the team out to the mine. Didn't break anything or get any tickets, but the tank's dry.
Her every theory misses the mark.
It's not about any of that.
Then you should have come earlier, days earlier, not today. The storm is due to come in a couple hours. You won't make it to the northern branch.
Pointer falls silent for a moment instead, adjusting her breath.
I'm here to settle your affairs. We need to secure your records in case you don't make it. And to see if the work you've done is actually worth your lives. Just so you know, if you don't survive, I'm going to finish our teleport disk and claim all the credit. Maybe I'll write a dissertation on it. I'll call it Pointer's Teleport Disk. And you'll all just be a footnote, an et al. In the citations.
Damn.
You know I'm not bluffing.
Cool. Whatever, Pointer. Just don't forget to tell me the results. Maybe send them to me via Ouija board.
Are you being serious?
Aren't you? Or are you trying to be funny now? I really can't tell.
The casual air she fought to maintain finally breaks.
I'm just sick of eating instant noodles without the veggie packets. But more than that, I'm sick of you and your attitude. All you do is joke around. If veggies matter that much to a stupid bowl of noodles, how could you think your lives matter any less to me? You want to treat your lives like a cosmic joke? Like your deaths won't matter? Well, they will to the ones you leave behind.
After giving up on controlling her volume and her thoughts, she catches a different expression on Hisabeth's face. Guilt, sadness, shock? None of the above. She simply has put away her smile.
I see your point. Luckily, I've already made a copy of everything on this data card.
A brighter, more genuine smile appears.
I've been wondering who I should trust with it. It's not 100% safe to send back through the teleportation ritual. It's good to have you back.
The thin card is handed to her
The
again.
editing isn't done. Hangjong. Yeah, I can remember his name now. I didn't have time to finish his part. But who has time to edit a suicide note? The only thing that matters is that it's in the hands of someone who will take it seriously. Take it and go. You can still make it back.
The data card feels faintly warm. It must have been in her pocket the entire time.
Forget it. You already told me the car's out of gas. So, I'll be your witness.
You sure you want to die with us, after all?
Pointer doesn't respond. She just takes a step forward.
Call it a fool's wish, but I'm hoping no one is ever going to need to see this. Catch me up to speed. What's the status of the project?
We've managed to refine the teleportation to pinpoint a fixed position, but there are still some serious side effects. Dizziness, nausea, like the world's worst case of car sickness.
It'll have to suffice for now. I think I can work that out after I finish reading your progress.
Cool. I'll look forward to that.
She points to the door.
Your office should be the same as you left it, besides a layer of dust. Be grateful, though. You should see the state of mine. Oh, and don't activate the teleportation anywhere around here. If it takes out a single critical component, we'll be screwed completely.
Like I don't know. You need a hand here? I can help.
I thought we already figured out our roles. You need to stay at a safe distance to protect the data.
She can't quite tell if there's mockery in her words, but she doesn't need to get to the bottom of it. Language is vague and fleeting. Words lose meaning the moment they're spoken.
That's it.
Before turning around, she pauses and tucks her hair behind her ear. Her data ports and mechanical components reflect in the sterile light of the lab.
I always thought I wasn't able to act against my safety programming. Yet here we are.
Another rare expression on Hisabeth's face. Pointer's database logs it as a surprise, but the emotion doesn't linger long.
Do you have a sense of taste?
Pointer once thought her facial expression metrics could no longer be thrown off by strange inputs, yet her smile is off its index by 0.35 degrees.
Yeah. I was designed to simulate all aspects of life.
Okay, so she is a robot?! Sorry, am I late to the party here? Am I, like, did we know this and I just completely ignored it? Or, like...
Vraiment? But whose life? Who decided whether it should be a human's or a arcanist's life?
Android, yeah, sorry.
I suppose you were probably another awakened arcanist, like Ulrich and Madame Lucy.
Not exactly, but the details can wait. I thought she would be more encouraging at such a vital moment. Guess my prediction matrix is not quite as perfect as I've let on.
I am encouraging you. I'm trying to prove your existence matters.
Faced with Hisabeth tilting her head in confusion, Pointer's smile registers even higher. Since leaving the Cosmodrome, this is the lightest she's felt.
Well, I should go. Take care.
Time for another double check. Everything needs to be flawless.
This hallway is etched into Pointer's memory. She can navigate it without any sensors. As she turns, Hisabeth calls out to her.
Pointer! You know, I should have mentioned something before. Something I wanted you to see. There are Melusine statues everywhere in Lusignan. I left a long time ago, but they should still be there. Even the storm can't wash them away. They've been there for ages. Go take a look if you ever get the time.
I don't think Laplace would cover that as a scientific excursion.
She doesn't stop or turn back, but gives Hisabeth a gesture.
The name is Pointer, researcher in the LSCC Plesetsk branch, former team member on the Space Monitor project. The reason I quit? Because someone must be prepared for the worst case scenario.
Hell yeah, worst case scenario planning.
And because I was tired of freeze-dried noodles.
Two other friends have come to say a quiet goodbye. Though they can't quite exchange wishes through speech, they still try. Voyager struggles to control the marker, but she writes, and Kipperino waits patiently. The markings on her palm form a complex, indecipherable pattern, precise in geometry, yet unreadable in meaning.
Alia, come home.
Ah! The little astronaut pulls her focus away from the pattern. She takes a few deep breaths just to be sure she heard it right.
That was 3 whole words. Maybe once you learn a few more, you can tell me where you're really from.
There's a shift of weight on her shoe. Kipperina lowers her head. A familiar little snake looks back up at her.
My sister sent me to tell you it's time. And that you shouldn't be afraid. You'll make one cool astronaut. Ask any of us.
I'm not afraid. When I return, remind me to show you Natalia's famous jam recipe.
Maybe the pattern really does hold some kind of magic, or maybe it's just the feeling of looking forward to the future. But either way, her steps feel lighter.
Final diagnostics completed.
Dude, I'm so nervous. I feel kind of nauseous.
Launch in T-1
Hi,
minute.
Bree!
Is there anything
Yes?
else I have to remember?
Yes, keep breathing.
Really? A joke now? Or are you serious?
It can be both things. Now get ready and have a safe flight.
The transmission ends. Hisabeth scans each face in the launch bay, the confidence in her teammates putting her at ease. She knows that everyone here is committed to the end. She places her hand on the button.
3, 2, 1.
Oh! We get to press the button.
Ignition.
It's time for space! The story of Cepheus? She doesn't seem like the storytelling type, but a long, long time ago. Cepheus... How long is this? Cepheus learned a wonderful way to live. Always keep your eyes on the future. Keep walking forward. It believed that was the right thing to do. Cepheus moved quickly. Cepheus? And so it fell hard. After that, it donned a metal shell. Inside that metal shell, the ghost of Cepheus witnessed countless beautiful moments. A near-eternal hearth being lit. Man-made stars launched into the sky. Earth's songs reaching beyond the solar system. But it all vanished in the rain. Its dreams ended. And Cepheus felt regret for the first time. Cephas. It realized, perhaps, that it didn't really know how to live at all. Wait, no? You're right, Cepheus? Okay. Cepheus believed itself to be a guiding pointer for millennia to come, leading the way for 10,000 years. But in truth, it realized it didn't even understand the road to the next 100 years. It couldn't even light the paths of the southern hemisphere. What happened to Cepheus afterward? It returned to the space base and continued its research for the sake of those still living. Yes, I am Cepheus. Bree 19 never learned how to fucking read. Epitaph. Oh shit! Sorry, we've never gotten like a menu change that drastic before. Beside a flowering grave, she left these. Oh, is that the ringmaster? Oh no, it's a bear! It's a bear! I mean, same thing. Oh, I'm fucking nervous, dude. Oh, I'm so fucking nervous, dude.
Altitude rising. All systems normal.
Cool, stay on comms.
She looks out the porthole, watching as the ground falls away and the sky closes in. It feels like falling in reverse. The little astronaut stands up and opens the storage box, following the procedure she has rehearsed countless times. The monitor's camera lights up.
Welcome to Laplace. Error. New coordinates detected. Correction. Welcome to... Location coordinates not found. Be confirming. Scheiße. Location not found. Scheiße.
Cancel the location process. Load preset program.
GPS mad, I can't tell where it is.
Activate the storm surveillance system.
Voice authorization approved. Iris recognition recognized. Operator identified. Operation access granted. Good luck. Special warning. Mind all liquids in the vicinity of machinery, especially alcohol.
See, that sounds a bit more like Enigma, but I'm not sure if that's him either. The humorous warning gathers no reply. Left on the floor of the cabin, the monitor sensibly begins a diagnostic check on itself. And when the little astronaut fastens its safety tether, it remembers to say thanks to her.
We've reached our target altitude. Now, I will open the hatch, adjust the celestial coordinates, and deploy the monitor as planned.
Copy that.
Oxygen level sufficient. Countdown at 15 minutes.
Entschuldigung. Please handle me with care.
She steadies the monitor beside her, pulls the lever, and takes a deep breath before the hatch opens. Darkness. No forward or backward, no up or down, no sound or light, only the solid touch that seeps through her spacesuit. When she blinks again, the universe unfolds before her like a toy box.
Report. The effects of the storm are now being observed.
No response. She has no way of knowing if her signal got through. She's disoriented and her heart pounds through her chest. These planets repay her courage with a terrifying kind of beauty. A applause for her.
Warning, warning. Arcane energy fluctuations approaching safety thresholds. Extreme light warning. Close the blinds. Remember to wear your safety goggles when arc melting. Scheiße. Scheiße.
Her consciousness drifts. Her body feels heavy, then lifts again, light as a breath. Kiparina regains her balance, steadying herself against the dizziness. The view around her has changed entirely. It feels more familiar and yet even harder to grasp.
Why am I here? I haven't activated the teleportation ritual yet. Is the mission over?
She turns her head. In her hand, she's holding something strange and almost silly.
I don't understand. Please repeat.
I can't understand what's going on. Warning. Energy fluctuations are now exceeding safety thresholds.
There's too much interference in the signal. We've got no response.
Nameday types in another string of passwords, trying to break into a new channel. The first time, the second time, the blinking red light remains blinding.
Connect to the monitor directly.
She notices a rope between her and the doll. It's a familiar style like the one she used to practice on. She tries to orient herself, only for a flash of brightness to grab her attention first.
This is a planet. I can see the rise and fall of the landscape. It's so strange here.
Oh, there's a face in the moon.
Come back. I need to record what I'm seeing here.
She grabs the rope, but she's forced to stop in her tracks. Like knocking over a box of marbles, planets shatter after a few tremors, bursting into radiant, fleeting flashes of light.
Are those lights getting dimmer? I need to keep going.
She kicks something.
A figurine?
It's heavy and rough, embedded in the darkness of the ground. Bringing it along would only slow her down.
I think I need to take this with me.
She reaches out, trying to snatch the figurine from whatever darkness it's caught in.
The lights are fading out. I need to move faster.
She has nothing she needs to cut, no one to swing the blade at. Even so, she bends down to pick it up. The silence around her feels ancient, as if it's always been there.
The only path left. This won't be a problem. I've lived my whole life keeping balanced on a tin fire.
A small burner of incense ash. A rusted calibrator. Her arms are filling up, and her steps slowing under the weight. The rope is still in her right hand, but the doll has vanished into the darkness, inches from her nose. She has no free hand left, barely able to pinch the circus figurines' hats, trying to take them along too. This is the most she can manage.
7 minutes left. The connection to the monitor is stable.
Start the countdown. We'll try it another 3 times. If we still don't get a response after that, we'll need to activate the monitor's auto-return program. I don't have a lot of hope in that basket case of a monitor, but if it's our only option, just keep hailing her. We have to put our trust in Kiparina.
Where are you going? It's dangerous there!
The rope goes taut, yanking her backward. She has to use every ounce of strength hauling the strange doll back with both hands. Trying to hold on to everything at once is impossible.
No! Not like this!
The objects in her arms scatter outwards, drifting like mist before vanishing into the sea. At the dawn of the universe, all things were dust, so it remains. All things become insignificant when examined on a cosmic scale. What meaning is there in chasing it?
Maybe time is a concept that only holds meaning for humanity.
1生2，2生3，3生万物。
It all started from an atom.
Your entire life story is in there. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Okay, I'm scared. I'm terrified. You know what? We're gonna go with the star team. We're gonna do that. Oh wait, we have Caparina. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna
Who ate beans?
Okay! Okay! Start with 20 stacks of time. Whenever the countless Kairos pointer completes a full rotation, time +5. If timer reduces 0, the battle ends in defeat. 20 pointer completes a full rotation, time +5. Okay, so we have 4 turns. Trigger effects based on which quadrant the countless Kairos pointer is in. While in the destruction orange quadrant, time -5, time -8 in phase 2. While in the creation blue quadrant, all allies gain damage dealt +24 in a round. While in the stasis red quadrant, time -1. While in the instant green quadrant, all allies get. I'm just going to.
Warning! Unknown danger. Please contact ground control. Please contact ground control.
Rouse incantation at the boss to deal damage. Pointer advances by its number set ticks at the end of each round. Trigger effects based on which quadrant the pointer is in. Whenever an ally actively casts a non-ultimate incantation, time -1. Destruction deducts a certain amount of time. All allies gain damage bonus. Deduct a small amount of time. All allies gain moxie. Okay, so we want to do. Whenever an ally actively casts a non-ultimate incantation, it takes away our time, so we want to cat. Fuck! I got the wrong team for this! Shit! Hang on. Quadrant side of plan your strategy based on which quadrant the pointer is in. Okay, that's cool.
What is this? It feels like something's pulling me in every direction.
I chose the exact wrong team for this.
A giant melting clock. I don't believe this was mentioned in the training manual. If there is an emergency, calm down and keep your eyes peeled before making any decisions. Thanks, Miss Vinsong, Miss Elizabeth. Now, I must
No, I'm
observe
good.
this
Thank you.
clock and not miss any details. It distorts any light that passes through it. Maybe I can do something with my arcane skill. Give it a try, Alia. We're all on our own this time.
Countdown ends 300 mental damage to all enemies and reset cooldown. Never an enemy actively casts a basic incantation, time -1. I'm gonna back out. Just make this a little easier. I know I'm gonna be at a disadvantage Afflatus wise, but. Oh, actually, if I do. Hang on. If we do fucking
Wait. Give me 10 more minutes.
Okay, you know what? I might be at a disadvantage. We're gonna try it anyway. I think we're over leveled anyway, so I think we'll be okay.
Bravo! A gloriously silly and thrilling act of improvisation.
I have all the essentials for writing poetry. You, me, and our opponent.
Warning!
Okay, we're just gonna click through this here.
Give it.
Okay. If we do fucking so 20, so that's right now we're in. Okay, so that's gonna deduct a certain amount of time. If we're gonna do
At your command.
Hold your breath.
The show's on, hounds. Plan A.
Everyone has their own destination.
Don't take a wrong step.
Time waits for no one, even for a great feat.
It's a cool mechanic.
Time waits for no one, even for a great feat.
It's broken.
Warning! Warning! Warning!
No. It's even more powerful now.
That was cool.
But its attack pattern is the same. I just need to give a perfect performance. I will complete my mission.
You decide to stay on your toes. Okay, blue is damage bonus?
Hey, don't interrupt me.
Yeah, damage bonus for 1 round.
It's
Okay.
changed.
Oh, wait.
No. Something's not right. It's ticking faster. What's happening? I can't let myself be overwhelmed.
Wait, so is it in blue or is it not in blue? It looks like it's in orange. Yeah, it looks like the arrow's in orange, but it's flashing blue. I think it's in orange. Oh no, red. Sorry, I can't. I'm fucking colorblind. Okay.
Pansy. Or maybe take a deep breath.
Actually.
El camino a Tlón, en la acumulación de laberintos. Suéltalo todo una vez más.
Yay!
Whew, that went smooth.
Exactly.
I always overthink these things. There's no sound anymore, just her breathing inside the helmet and the beat of her heart in her ears.
My existence will be small and short. There are many, many others like me, searching for answers from the universe. But there is no answer to be found. No answers but the ones we choose for ourselves. It's been our choice the whole time. The past is in the past, and the future will wait for us. There is no time to be spared on regrets in the moment. I must keep going. Venture further into this world to uncover what's in the distance. To know whether things that vanish come back or not.
I must keep going or die trying.
We have reached our designated coordinates.
Oh my god, so the storm is universe-wide? Like it affects things outside of Earth? I thought the storms were localized, bro. Oh, sorry, Bombardin. I cleared it super fast. I'm heavily overleveled. I was just trying to study its mechanics because I know I have to go against like the harder version of it. Chapter 19, you are not alone. 0.12 pixels may be smaller. You belong here, and so do I.
I made it?
No sound comes through the headset. Electronic devices can sometimes be more fragile than flesh.
The indicator light is on, just like in my training. The coordinates are, well, close enough. Good. The rest is simple.
Before leaving the solar system, Voyager 1 turns its camera around, taking one final look at where it came from. A 0.12 pixel speck of light, letting the life contained within it know just how vast the heavens truly are. Before returning to the cabin, the little astronaut takes one last look at the boundless stars. Every atom of everything was born in this darkness. All that links her to Earth is a signal invisible to the naked eye. All that links her to the monitor is a single rope. If she lets go, she'll drift forever through the vastness of the universe, surrounded by it, soundless, eternal silence. That which was movement once shall be removed, flowers are immortal, the sky is all-embracing, and what will be is no more than a promise. Poems to Natalia Shemtil, Osip Mandelstam? She knows what she sees will be wiped away. Her country, her home, her past identity, the food she's tasted, the friends she's known. Eventually they'll only live in memory. And memory, too, has a notoriously short shelf life. The stars remember nothing. The universe does not mourn the death of a star. How could the loss of a country, a person, or a single word be truly remembered? The disappearance of a young astronaut deserves no more reaction from the universe than that.
I need to get back. I need to get back to Earth.
The after effects of the hallucination haven't completely faded. The veins behind her ears pulse with pain. Death is a fruit pit. The small death she carries now is pressed close to the surface of her skin. She opens her palm and sketches the pattern into her mind. It's likely it's already been blurred by her sweat. I can have this handled. First, I need to... Steady yourself. Find your footing on a strand-thin wire. Is it even there?
We lost the signal!
Switch to line 2 and try again.
Testing, come backup line. Line 2, lost. Line 3, lost. Line 4, lost.
4 red lights blink on the console. The display shows the final 4-minute countdown.
Keep trying to reconnect.
Reconnecting. Connection lost.
She won't be able to get back inside the cabin in time. The buckle on the safety tether has locked in place. When detecting excess arcane fluctuations or hazardous environment, the buckle will automatically lock to prevent slippage. It was meant to be a thoughtful safety feature, but its designer never imagined someone would want to unlock it on purpose.
I should have thought this through. This isn't like the rope I used in the circus. No, if I do that, the monitor will be pulled out of sync. How much longer do I have? What else can I do? Should I just let go and accept my failure? Has what I've done so far been enough? Will they call me a hero when they write my name over an empty tomb? Face it, I won't die a hero. I'll just be a circus girl from Utranyaya, a temporary Laplace employee, or an apprentice leyline hunter.
After a few minutes near motionless, Hisabeth presses the button.
Okay, forget the backups. Switch to the main connection. Start evacuation preparations now. I'll activate the return program in 50 seconds.
But how will we know if she's in the return capsule?
40 seconds. We won't. Either she makes it or she doesn't. It's out of her hands. The teleportation ritual won't have enough energy if it isn't at the exact critical moment of the storm. I have faith in her. She'll come home.
Alia, come home.
I have to go home. People are waiting for me down there. But I don't have much time. I need something.
A knife!
Maybe you can turn them into a knife or something. A knife would be more useful at this point. You know, to cut fruit or whatever.
Actually, that card there on the table would work better for that.
Why is that?
It's all about the material. Metal makes a better edge than paper. Never quite understood why you made them like that.
Oh, I was testing out a new alloy.
What do you have, Kimberita?
Songs and pointers cards. It gets harder and sharper when heated. Give it a rub with your hands, and you can use it as a letter opener.
A letter opener. She always keeps that name card from Windsong close at hand. It's in her spacesuit pocket now. She learned how to cast her arcane skill while suited up. It had been a core part of her training.
Ley lines. Of course! Thank you, Miss Winsong.
Thanks to the sharpness of the new material, thanks to the safety tether not being unbreakable, thanks to the study of ley lines. 30 seconds. Name day confirms the final coordinates. 20 seconds.
It was a pleasure working with all of you. If we survive this, I'm giving you permanent discounts at my store. Provided we survive.
How big are these discounts? Tell me now, I need to know how much I want to live.
She doesn't forget to grab Voyager beside her, who would otherwise have stayed there examining the equipment.
Stay away, please. Your violin is fragile.
10 seconds.
I hope there will still be weekends in the afterlife.
If there's anything after this, then we deserve overtime pay for all eternity.
How can you be thinking of work right now?
1 second. The hatch seals shut behind her. Return capsule's ready to detach. Coordinate calibration complete.
It looks like everything worked out smoothly.
She sinks into the seat, grips the disc tightly, and shuts her eyes.
Yes, I will make it. This is the last step. The simplest one. Доставь меня домой.
Is it me, or...?
Imaging data transmission complete. Reconfirming coordinates. RA, 14 hours, 49 minutes, 09.55 seconds.
More fascinating than the figures who suddenly collapsed in a heap on their floor, it's the voice of the system that first grabs the staff member's attention. Experimental accidents aren't unusual at Laplace, but astonishing results always earn attention.
Look, that's Hisabeth. See the snakes on her head? Seems like one of them is still awake. Told you they have independent minds.
Hold on. Those two work with the Foundation.
Out of the way! Go get medical support now!
That's Miss Pointer, isn't it? So then, this must be the team from the Space Monitor project. Have they failed again?
Hold on, check it out. If this data is really from the Space Monitor...
DEC, negative 102 degrees, 05 minutes, 45.82 seconds.
The storm is here. Please take precautions. Repeat, the storm is here.
It's all here. They really did it! They did it!
Yay! No one died! That we're aware of. The voice of a broadcast floods into her awareness. Our engineers are currently developing measures to minimize the effects of the high pressure and temperature.
I'm on Earth.
Beginning in 1970, the current drilling project has been a labor of the past 7 years. Its depth is predicted to soon surpass that of the Bertha Rogers hole at 9,583 meters.
1977. That was the year that Mr. Kozlov found me. Could that mean that I will be able to see them again?
Many people had the same question she did as they awoke. Many things changed after that storm. A hand grips her shoulder.
You'll need to take care of yourself first, little astronaut. Rebuilding a life requires a healthy body first. But I'm certain you are in good hands here.
Thank you. But who are...
This is my friend, Vila. My dearest, bravest comrade. And this is Kiperina. Would you mind if I introduced you as my apprentice?
Not at all. I've made up my mind. I want to keep learning the study of ley lines.
That's the second best news I've heard today. Hisabeth, Nameday, and Henjung are all still recovering in bed. You should have seen Pointer. She was mad as all hell. Claimed she'd be waiting for them to recover so she could whoop them back into the recovery ward. Anyways, I thought I'd best avoid that scene and pay a visit to my new apprentice.
So, than the best news you heard today. We did it, right?
That's good news for sure. But still not the best.
Beneath the soft sheets of the hospital bed, another hand clasps Kiparina's. This is the best news. Welcome home. Where's Avgus? I need him to say words. He was here earlier. Alright, we actually have a... Oh! Oh shit, okay, hang on. We are in ad break right now. If you don't know how ad breaks work, I just take a break for 3 minutes, so we'll do the last chapter when we get back. I'll see you in 3. Oh boy! We gotta bank these away. That was really cool! The visuals were awesome! But also, I'm like, what the fuck was that? I thought the storm was, like, localized, because, like, when a storm happens in a place, it doesn't affect the entire world. It affects, like, a certain area. So I'm wondering if it, like... I'm wondering if it has no, like, upper boundary or something, maybe? I don't fucking know. What the hell? What the hell, dude? Storm's haunted, true. I almost have enough to bump her all the way up.
I've just ironed my favorite dress. It's looking almost as good as new now. I know it's a little old, but I love it so much. I think I got all that. Yeah, we got everything. It's gonna get weirder! Excited. This fucking guy. Hi, Sage.
Raindrops and dance? Singing under the street lamp? Ah, that one classic dance in the rain. If someday I could
I did her anecdote. I haven't finished a whole lot of anecdotes, but I did hers and it was quite good. I actually really like Beth's a lot. I haven't finished a whole lot of them though. I find it hard to sit down and pay attention to anything. Hey, Mudfucks! We still got 38 seconds on ads in general, so... Oh god, we're so close! Wait, which one's Kiparina's? Is this one? That's Kiparina's, right? Is that her? Yeah, Aurora After Winter. Yeah, that's her. We're so close! I really like a reverse 1999 system where like everybody's best in slot weapons are purchasable with free currency. It just takes a lot of time. Welcome back, everybody. Chapter 20, as if nothing happened up there, and yet we remain forever on the road. A white stone wall divides the world into inside and outside. Footsteps and voices draw closer, abruptly breaking the silence of the courtyard.
Did we get that progress report on the Laplace teleportation project?
The teleport disk? Yeah, I guess it was a big success. They're already working on the field mission applications. Imagine if they could put it into mass production. I'd use it to commute straight to work. No more traffic.
You'd better hope not. They'll start using it to summon us straight from home. It'll be like being on call 24/7.
Holy moly, I didn't think of that. Worse still, those Laplace workaholics would probably enjoy it.
Well, it's not all bad. We got the data. Real-time observation of the universe during the storm from outer space. That's huge. I'll say. Looks like the whole universe is getting reversed, though. I mean, at least it's nice to know we aren't alone.
Jesus. What?
That's the spirit, man. Look for the silver lining. Why on earth wasn't that project an open volunteer call? Who wouldn't want to go to space? If I got the chance to spacewalk, I'd never let anyone forget it. You'd see it on my tombstone.
I know someone on their team. Name Day. I'll ask him about it next time we're out for a drink. Too bad he's already out on another field mission. He's working for Laplace now, too. Working 2 jobs at once. Wow.
Is that admiration I hear? I thought you didn't like workaholics.
So, like, am I mistaken in that when the storm happens, it doesn't happen, like, to the entirety of Earth? Because, like, I was under the impression that when the storm happened in isolated locations around the world. So, like, was my understanding of that completely just wrong? Because I didn't think the storm was worldwide. I thought the storm was in, like, pockets of Earth. That's why there were multiple instances where they triangulated where it was going to happen, and that's why where it's happening was so important. No, I understand that the results of this is that the storm is galactic. I'm talking about before this chapter. I'm talking about during the rest of the story. It covers all of Earth spreading from certain points. Oh. So there's just no escaping it then, unless, like, you're a member of the Foundation and or Manus Vindicti, I guess, because they've got, like, immune shit. So the points where the storm starts are just epicenters, and it, like, eventually covers the entire world. Is that right? Because that's a misconception I've had since the start of the game, then. But that could have just been something that I missed. The storm starts at points of great turmoil. That I know, because the first chapter happened during the Great Depression, and Manus Vindicti wanted to aggravate it during a very historically poignant moment in history. Yeah, I'm talking about geographically. I was just under the impression that they had epicenters and storms happened in an area. I didn't realize that they, like, radiated throughout the rest of the planet after the storm started. I didn't get that part. I missed that explanation somewhere.
That's concrete, baby!
Hey, Atama, thank you for the follow! But that does make a bit more sense. In the overall... Then what's the point of evacuating, then? Like, what was the point of evacuating that entire... What's the point of having evacuation procedures for civilians if it's gonna be worldwide anyway? Why waste all that effort? Why not just leave them there? That's what's confusing. Like, why did they bother evacuating that city? False sense of security, but nobody knows about the storm. Like, the information about the storm is confidential. They couldn't even tell people why they were evacuating, so why bother evacuating them in the first place? The Foundation has unaffected locations. So the Foundation has resources to protect civilians. They have places that can protect civilians. Like, while relocating? I'm just trying to get this straight in my head. There's a clearly, even though I've been playing since day one, there's clearly some lore here that I've missed about how this universe works. Okay, yeah, if they can hurry before the storm hits. Okay, all right. So the Foundation does have designated safe zones somehow, because this happened prior to Verton being born, right? Are we still in that flashback? So they hadn't invented the umbrella yet. So they just have, like, designated areas where they can, like... The reason for the creation is to try and create more safe havens from the storm. Okay, so basically what the Foundation tries to do is they try to, like, create a safe haven for as many people as possible. And then relocate them back into the world after the storm is over. Is what I'm getting. That makes sense. Again, just trying to get stuff straight, because apparently I've misunderstood the mechanics of this the entire time. I really like this game and the individual stories, but I'll admit I never understood the underlying principles of the storm and just shrugged and went okay when I got info about it. Yeah, that's fair. Storm shelters. Yeah, okay, yeah, no, I do remember, the phrase storm shelters for sure. Okay, that makes sense. So, basically how storms work is that the storm has an epicenter at points of great distress in human history, and then the storms begin there and radiate outwards, and the Foundation can tell when a storm is coming using these measurements, and they can take safety measures to evacuate masses of civilians to safe places until the storm is over, and then relocate them back into the world after the storm is over, because it's just living things that get destroyed. Buildings and inanimate objects are not affected by the storm. Okay, I get that now. All right. That makes a bit more sense timeline-wise, because I always did, in the back of my head, I always did wonder where, like, if storms were isolated pockets on Earth, how did it sync up with the rest of the world? But that makes a bit more sense. Okay. All right, cool. All right, we got 20 minutes, so. I'm so engrossed I have a dedicated notebook for verse 1999. Nice! Well, thank you for being here. You know more than I do.
I just don't want to be one. Still, things are going better now. We'll have this little storm problem solved soon enough.
Shh, Alvin, did you hear that?
What? Oh.
Music is rare in this place, but recently the ever-busy staff have felt in the right spirit to revisit old hobbies. This is a well-known piece, one that once traveled with 26 other songs across the starfields and still drifts there today. Oh, this is a piece that was on Voyager. Like the spacecraft, not the lady. When old age shall this generation waste, thou shalt remain in midst of other woe.
I know the piece. Pointer often plays that record in her office. She said it's a track from the Golden Record. The same record that Voyager 1 carries.
Where would it have been in 1987? At the edge of the solar system?
Its power won't run out until 2025, so long as there's no storm to stop it.
What will happen to it when it runs out? Will it stop or be destroyed?
No, nothing quite so bad. It just won't be able to send signals back to us. It will keep flying forward in space, continuing its endless journey. And if there is some alien life out there in the universe, they might find it someday. Perhaps many millions of years after the Earth is gone, swallowed up by the sun or the storm. To spend so much time and resources on something that won't respond to us after such a short time on a universal scale, it sounds even more useless than our arcane skills.
When staring at the flickering lights above, it's hard to imagine that the planet beneath our feet is nothing more than a speck in the universe. Then ours, a friend to man, to whom thou sayest, beauty is beauty is truth, truth beauty.
They didn't send it out expecting to get a quick response.
You're right. I suppose it's just like a friendly greeting.
A symbol.
Hi there. This is a gift from Earth, a place where life existed. We're trying to survive, but we may be defeated in time. Aliens or not, it's likely that it will just drift in space forever. But personally, I want to believe that someone's going to listen to that record one day.
Maybe Miss Caparina can help us. If you see God up there in space, be sure to ask him what's his favorite piece on the record.
That kind of service is going to cost you. You'll have to pay up with your rape collection.
Before we start thinking about that, we will still need to cross the year 1999. Then we can figure out where that record will end up.
Voyager listens intently to every word. Some she understands, many others lie beyond her reach. but she has something she wants to share with her friends. A melody played for her teammates, a blessing and encouragement for a brave little astronaut. A reply from 6.4 billion light-years away. The message has been delivered, the recipient a star that sings. That is all ye know on earth and all ye need to know. Ode on a Grecian urn, John Keats.
Раз, два, три.
Her species lacks what Earth creatures call hearing, but she has her own way of interpreting auditory information. It's a melody unlike anything she's ever imagined, never felt before. It comes from that faint blue dot. Earth. Unbelievable. Eternal. Beautiful.
It sounds nice.
Then keep listening. Wait, where are you going?
Just let them do their thing. We should go now. We've got more work waiting for us. By the way, you were talking about those discs being prepared for field service, right?
Yeah, but I told you everything I know. Miss Pointer should give us the details in a few days.
Not Miss Hisabeth, huh? She seems real busy. I guess that's why she only sent one of her snakes to the victory party. I saw Windsong and Villa though. Oh, and Kipirina was there surrounded by a bunch of kids, and they all stuck around right till the end. There were a few Xeno guys there too. Whenever there's booze, you can count on them showing up. I think I saw one of their pilots having a drinking contest with a newt. Crazy! They even roped in Mr. Ulrich. I caught name day desperately stopping Medicine Pocket from climbing up on a table to recite a speech. It was good fun. They even snapped a picture of it by the end.
It's a shame I missed it. I heard Mr. Ludwig values employees' mental health, so at least he'll be hosting more of those parties soon, right? Right?
The footsteps and voices fade away, and the sound of the violin comes to an end. The star looks down on the slant with curious twinkles, this distant blue planet, a 1 in 10 quadrillion miracle. She has received golden, precious sounds and now leaves behind a voice of her own. The first song she learned. For the days at Plesetsk, for the days to come, for those she knew and remembers, for the distant echoes of civilization.
Please, listen.
On this planet, she has witnessed sights she never knew existed.
In the silent dream,
Friends?
I see the blinking stars and a crystal sphere.
Brave visitors. Changing seasons, winding coastlines, warmth and cold, peace and conflict. Poverty and wealth, cruelty and nobility, the rise and fall of civilizations, the birds slicing through the sky. All on a single speck of dust in the Milky Way.
How beautiful the stars are.
One seemingly useless exploration changes everything, just as a star from afar changes you. 1987 Cosmic Overture. Yay! Oh, that was beautiful. Teleportation Ritual Seminar. This isn't just another speech, it's history in the making. The human aspect of hope and life and unity and hands joined together across the vastness of space generally messes me. I know, right? We still have a few minutes here. Let's read these. As many of you have read in academic journals, the theoretical feasibility of teleportation incantations is not determined by distance. However, the farther the distance, the more interference factors there are, and to this day, we still don't know exactly why. Thus, long-distance teleportation has always been considered the realm of pure fantasy. However, during the extreme conditions just before the storm, we gathered a vast amount of arcane energy fluctuation data from outer space to the Earth's surface. After repeated cross-analysis, we finally discovered a stable arcanum waveform capable of anchoring teleportation incantations. My teammate, she gave it a misleading name, Pulsar Waveform. I suppose that was her way of being poetic or something. Yes, I hear some of you murmuring that this is purely experimental, lacking theoretical proof and impossible to replicate. That's true, but the fact is, over the past few weeks, we've tested it repeatedly. As long as you simulate this waveform near the destination, and there's enough arcane energy, you can achieve teleportation with up to 95% accuracy. That's all I wanted to share today. I believe that one day in the distant future, with a complete theoretical framework, teleportation could become a field that outpaces aerospace itself. But even now, what we've uncovered is a stable, practical technology, perfect for food delivery. That's not a fluctuation data outer space near the surface. Stable arcane waveform. Okay, so thanks to their research, they were able to refine teleportation. Where's the other one? Here it is. Party highlights. A serious guy showed up at the party. Poor guy. Soon he'll become everyone's favorite memory. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. May I ask one of you is Miss Hissabeth? I bring greetings from Constantine. I heard you speaking just now. Please don't all play dumb and pretend to be snakes. Greetings, Miss Winsong. The Foundation has heard about this outstanding role that ley line theory played in this aerospace experiment. Hey, Atama. I guess her species are immune to the storm. Yeah. Am I here to grant you funding? No, I'm here to deliver Constantine's formal commendations, which surpasses any material support. Fuck you. Is this your apprentice? The greatest contributor to the success of the space experiment. Constantine specifically directed me to offer Kiparina the highest congratulations and to wish her a brilliant future at the LSCC. Hello, Miss Pointer. This teleport disc really is a miraculous once-in-a-century invention. Constantine sees it as having immense strategic value. Your colleagues are already grumbling that I've ruined the party atmosphere. I hope you won't mind my delivering her greetings. Are you offering me the stage to speak? Then I'll take just 5 minutes. Help! Anyone! Save me from Medicine Pocket! I didn't know this table was their turf. They're still biting me. Hey, who's playing music at a time like this? Somebody help. Aww. That was really beautiful. I wasn't expecting the storm to be galaxy-wide, though. That's fucking scary. It's also interesting, even if the storm is galaxy-wide, it's interesting that Voyager itself doesn't seem to have been affected. And I guess that was alluded to. During Barcarola's arc with Regulus and Ulrich, remember? Because the records were preserved. Like, the records on Voyager were preserved for some reason they couldn't explain. Like stuff on the Voyager spacecraft was immune to the effects of the storm. Fuck, I should have paid closer attention to that. I can't remember what they said about that. Shit. Their sci-fi lore crafting is very carefully designed, and I very much appreciate it. And I wish Reverse 1999 was like a little bit more popular, so I could read people's theories. Like, I could read theories and speculation from people who are smarter than me. Like, I do wish it was a little bit more popular for that reason. We read Kiparina's story later. I'll definitely do it. I won't be doing it on stream. Just because, for things that are unvoiced, I tend to voice it. And I don't like voicing things for super extended periods of time, but I will absolutely be doing it before it's out. I didn't do Hissabeth's, though, because we were very late to this, and Hissabeth's banner and, character story were already gone by the time I started yesterday. But hopefully it comes back in the event archives or something. Yes, ModFox, I saw that. Thank you. I actually already knew about it. I knew about the stuff on Voyager beforehand. but I might check that out later. I need to read 2.0. That was really good. I really enjoyed that. It was a little bit slow in the middle, but I do appreciate the time they took to build up their characters. It was... I was nervous by the end. I was like, oh fuck. And then we got fucking thrown into a fucking weird surrealist hellscape. And it's like, oh, I was right to be worried. Okay then. Fuck. It was scary. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck? I pulled for Overture when I did this chapter. Oh, is she, up on, Ripples? Oh, did you select her on Ripples? Every new story keeps punching me in the emotions. I love it so much. Me too. It's why I keep coming back. Or rather, why I continue playing. There's just so much heart put into it. Like, I don't know how to quite explain it, but the entirety of Reverse 1999 carries a very distinct love of humanity that I've yet to feel from any other gacha story that I've ever played. You know what I mean? Like, there's an existentialism about it. There's a love for the world imbued in every single story. That's like, I don't know. It's got a kind of it has a kind of existential despair and existential hope.
Hello,
It always makes me feel a certain
for the
way.
New character audition. I'm gonna present to you.
It's just so unique in what it tries to do.
Hello, my name is Betty. I'm here for the audition.
And you know, it can get kind of out there, and you know, it doesn't always hit the mark. It's not like a masterpiece or anything, but it's like there's just so much heart put into it. It's like it makes me wonder how a game like this even got made. Like, how would you even pitch something like this? Like, it's so unique in tone and storytelling and character design, and like, it's just very unique and yet steadfast in its own vision and tone. And I respect it so much for having such a unique identity in the current landscape. Like, I've never played anything like it, and I'll probably never play anything like it again. And I think that's why I just fucking adore it so much. Last chapter being the love of humanity, writing this chapter being the love of humanity, spacefaring adventure. The fact that after after that chapter, I went and read the Aleph and the Lottery of Babylon, plus I always researched the philosophy they reference. Absolutely, like, I wish I didn't need that super extensive Reddit post to really have that chapter, like, kick me in the ribs, but I'm really glad that I did. I guess my only, if you'd even call it a critique, is that the profoundness of that chapter will go over a lot of people's heads because they do not have context. And like, I'm not saying they should have handheld us or anything. Like, I think it's great the way it is, but I also feel like it's one of those things that maybe that could have come with some like footnotes, you know, like a side thing, like a little essay from the director or something, like something to at least point people in the right direction, right? Because I'm like, fuck, that hit so much harder after I read that essay by somebody who's well versed in Latin American literature and like explained the historical context and the figures behind that chapter. I'm like, oh fuck, this slaps actually. There's so much love in every aspect, from the story to the characters to the players. It's wonderful. Absolutely. Like, absolutely. And on top of that, it's well balanced as a gacha. Like, holy shit! It's got, like, the best of everything! It's super free-to-play friendly. There's, like, a fuck ton of endgame mode. There's so much shit to do. I seldom finish everything. They just fucking toss pulls at you. It could be, I can imagine it being a bit overwhelming to get into, like, now, though, if you're a newer player. Like, there's quite a lot. But hi, Wes. Oh, I brought this up last stream for anybody who doesn't know. Voyager. Sorry, I'm gonna do this. I did this last stream, but Voyager. Right? And Kakanya.
Welcome. There's no need to knock. I saw you, Suzumiya, at the door.
Same voice actor as Mem and Cyrene from HSR. The fact that the same voice actress played two cosmic supernatural entities that don't speak a lot. If I had a nickel in a gacha game, if I had a nickel, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird it's happened twice. This one looks tight on style, and I'd probably play this one. I would. Wes, I don't go above and beyond to recommend games that I play, because Gacha's a predatory model, it's not for everybody, there's caveats and asterisks, etc. Out of all of the gacha games that I play, if I were to recommend you specifically one, out of all of them, it would be Reverse 1999, because I feel like I don't know when you came in, but we just came out of chapter 20, and the most recent chapter, rather. And I was just talking about how this entire game and its storyline is imbued with, like, this profound love of humanity and across its characters and across its storylines that, like, just hits me in a way that no other gacha game that I've played ever has. Because I consider gacha storytelling to be in its own caliber, because it's a live service game, it's a live service model, you never know how long a game's gonna survive, etc., so it's written in a very specific way that I isolate from any other games, so I don't like comparing, regular games to gacha games, because the writing structure is completely different. So in the gacha game sphere, I feel like Reverse 1999 would resonate with you the best, and also, there's an Assassin's Creed collaboration coming out in 2 weeks, so if you were interested in that at all, but I do think the story alone, I think you would enjoy it a lot. If you were curious. I think a lot of the themes in this game I think you would appreciate them. I really do. I'm so sorry, Five, I despise, this Assassin's Creed, that's fine. I've only played the first 2. But, Ezio's a character, and I'm gonna pull him, and I don't know who Cassandra is, but she's hot, so I'm gonna pull her too, but it's gonna be great. 5, is this a Voyager probe, Gajinka? No, she's a cosmic alien entity who, came across the Voyager spacecraft and can't hear. Like, her species doesn't have a sense of hearing. There's also stuff outside of the story that implies that she's, like, super fucking powerful. Like, Eldritch tier powerful. And she came across the Voyager spacecraft and listened to the record and fell in love with music, even though she can't quite hear, and came to Earth because it was the only place that she's ever discovered that's had music in it. She's super strong. Not in meta. I mean, like, in meta she's okay, but I mean, like, in universe, she's, like, one of the most powerful beings in this game. 0 pulls. I'm so ready for the collab. True. She can't hear, but, like, we hear. True. All right. Let me just make sure that Veg is online here. Thank you guys for hanging out. Okay, yeah. He's live. We'll read on in. Yeah, that's what I heard, Plaxius. I heard that, Assassin's Creed doesn't... I always wondered over the years, because I played the first 2 when they first came out, so fucking years and years and years ago. And I always wondered why Ezio, like, continued being, like, the face in the gaming space of Assassin's Creed, even though they released, like, 20,000 games afterwards. And I've heard it's, like, quite mediocre after, his stuff gets wrapped up. Apparently he was in more than one game. I didn't know that. But yeah. But yeah, no, thank you guys for hanging out. I'm glad I get to experience this game with you. Like this shit, it always consistently blows me away. I don't know. I love this game a lot. I will always shamelessly shill this game because I think it deserves all the support that it can get. What are we doing? We're raiding into bingo. We're finishing Potionomics tomorrow. You guys are part of the little exclusive audience that gets to hear, well, aside from the Discord, because I mentioned Discord. I fucked up, and I did a dry run of Potionomics just to make notes of what to do for tomorrow so that I can actually finish the game. And Robin exploded. I skipped all of the cutscenes, so I got spoiled on one major plot point because, like, it transitioned immediately to it. But I skipped every cutscene, every relationship thing, just to fast forward through it. So I'm still gonna play it tomorrow, and we're still gonna, like, finish the game because I don't actually know what happens. But I did blow him up already. It was a complete accident. I didn't think I would win that handily. But yeah, Thursday, Friday, we're going to be doing more Ace Attorney. Then next week, I believe we're going to be doing ZZZ. I think we're going to be doing, like, Yuzaha and Alice's whole thing. Like, the little Spook Shack arc. I'm pretty sure that's what we're doing. I have to double check and see if anything else is expiring before then. But, yeah. Perfect. Let's raid on in. Raid. Veggie, BL Tail. If you're exclusive to this channel or don't know my main channel, we do bingo every Sunday. We explain the rules very thoroughly. It's a fun time. We play a bunch of shitty games and laugh a lot. I don't know how else to explain it. It's kind of crazy. Very high energy, very fun, very cool. I think we're gonna do, let's do, what should our raid message be? Something about walking a tightrope, something about Voyager. Sure. You know what? Voyager, I hardly know her. Hang on, I'll write it. There you go. Alright. Thank you guys for hanging out. If I miss you at bingo, I'll see you guys sometime next week. Thank you guys for joining me. Yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got, man. I'm gonna, hopefully next time you see me play Reverse 1999, I know how my impromptu team works. Maybe I can share it with you. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Bye-bye!